The following is a presentation of sports on Sunny 99.7, the home of St. Edmond Gales Athletics.
Hi, this is St. Edmond girls basketball coach CJ Tracy, and you're listening to your home for Gales girls basketball, Sunny 99.7.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by Peking Garden, Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Michael Boer American Family Insurance, Loffersweiler, Appliance Plus Furniture and Mattress, Stone Creek Landscape and Nursery, and Danielle Lynch at Farm Bureau Financial Services. And now, here's Lance Lennon.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the St. Edmond Gale Girls Basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7. My name is Lance Lennon. We got Brock Freeman back in the studio working the board, and right next to me, as always, keeping stats, is Rob Ean. This evening, the St. Edmond Gale Basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Last night, the Gales welcomed a very tough Pocahontas area squad to town. It was a high-level battle that saw the girls display incredible resilience, particularly on the interior. Freshman Eden Horn, once again, was a force to be reckoned with, turning in a massive double-double with 10 points and 19 rebounds, while also getting 3 blocks. We saw the backcourt step up in a big way against a veteran Indian defense. Chloe Palmer showed why she's one of the best floor generals in the area, finishing with 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Anna Lerson was her usual blue-collar self, adding 10 points and 2 rebounds, while Sophia Schlins had a breakout night hitting 4 3-pointers. 3 of them in the fourth quarter, on her way to 15 points. Eden Horn got into foul trouble early in the third, and the Gales had to play the rest of the quarter without her, and that led to a 16-point turnaround for the Indians, who took the lead going into the fourth. Eden came back in and forced the defense to be honest, allowing Schlins to hit those threes and seal the deal for the Gales. Joining us now is Coach CJ Tracy. Thank you, Coach, for taking the time to talk to us before the game tonight.
Yes, thank you again, Lance.
Hey, the rebounding numbers for Eden Horn continue to be staggering. 19 more against pretty veteran Pocahontas team. Tell us how getting her back into the game in the fourth quarter allowed your outside game to develop.
Just kept them honest. Liv was doing a very good job for us inside as well. Liv did a great job in the first quarter starting us off and helping us maintain a lead after the first quarter play after Eden came down pretty hard and landed on her knee. But when you have 6'2" in there, when you're watching it on film, you have 2 girls, sometimes 3 girls surrounding her. And so that opens up the outside game. And Sophia did a great job in the fourth quarter there of knocking down those shots. So it's just that balanced attack, inside, outside, be able to keep teams honest. And that's been a big plus for us here, the last couple of weeks.
Chloe Palmer did a bit of everything last night. 8 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and numerous moves to break that Pocahontas press. What do you think it is that drives her to be such a strong leader?
She hates to lose. She loves the game of basketball. She just, not to sound repetitive, she hates to lose. She's a competitor. She wants to win. And she does everything in her power, whether it's her doing it or whether it's finding the best option in our offense, to get us our best shot. That's what she does. She's a competitor. She loves the game of basketball. It's something that she's going to continue to play even after high school, I predict. So just that competitive spirit, the will to win is big inside of Chloe.
All righty. Well, thanks, Coach. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little more about tonight's contest. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show on Sunday 99.7 is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by CJ Bio of America, Plum Supply Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, Jaden Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, along with Sports Page Bar and Grill. Once again, here's Lance Lennon.
Welcome back, everyone, to the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7, where this evening the St. Edmond Gales are at home hosting the Lions of Clear Lake. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Tonight, the Gales face a formidable Clear Lake squad. They bring a 16-3 record and a high-efficiency attack to the Gale Gymnasium. The Lions are led by sophomore standout Jocelyn Ainley, who is dangerous from all levels, averaging 14.3 points and dishing out 3.5 assists a night. She's joined in the front court by senior Ashley Amble, who's shooting an incredible 56.7% from the floor. The Lions are a high-disciplined group that value the basketball. Senior Alexis Thies enters tonight with a staggering 3.9 assist-to-turnover ratio. This is a team that won't beat itself, so the Gales will have to earn every possession. For the 14-4 St. Edmond Gales, the offense runs through the reliable hands of Chloe Palmer, who's averaging 12.6 points and nearly 5 assists a game. She's flanked by Eden Horn, who continues her dominant freshman campaign, shooting 52.8% from the floor, averaging 14 points per game. But the story remains Horn's control of the glass, pulling down 14 rebounds a night. Anna Lerson will also be a major factor tonight. Her ability to crash the offensive glass and provide senior leadership gives the Gales that gritty edge they'll need against a top-tier opponent like the Lions. Additionally, the Gales have quite the three-point duo in Sophia Schlins and Abby Huss. Both can break out the threes that forces the opposing defense to place defenders on them. The key tonight will be the battle of the backboards. Chloe Palmer is playing incredibly disciplined basketball with a 2.8 assist to turnover, but she'll be matched against a Clear Lake guard rotation that is equally careful with the rock. If the Gales can win the rebounding battle, where Eden Horn holds a significant statistical advantage over the Lions' top board getters, and force Clear Lake into contested jumpers, it could be a big night for the green and white. Back with us now is Coach CJ Tracy. Welcome back, Coach.
Hey, thanks again, Lance. Always a treat.
It is for me also. Ashley Amble for the Lions is shooting nearly 57% from the floor, showing she's a very selective and effective inside shooter. With Eden Horn being your primary force in the paint, is the goal to have her challenge Amble's efficiency directly, or are you looking to use your team's speed to turn those missed shots into transition points?
I think the first time we played them, we just let Eden go one-on-one. Amble's a left-handed post player. She likes to turn, and when she posts up, she turns to her right shoulder so that she can use that left hand to her advantage. So we're going to look to shade and force her the other direction where she's not as effective. And then, from there, we'll just make sure we're boxing out. When you look at tonight's game, basically you're talking, these two teams are basically mirror images of each other. You got two tall post players inside that are going to battle all night long. You've got probably, in my opinion, the two best point guards in the conference going at each other tonight. Ainley and Palmer are both very good basketball players, handle the ball well, make good decisions. So, we're going to play our style of game. Last night against Pocahontas, we went to a zone because I had seen in film they struggle a little bit against the zone defense, and it was very effective for us. So we'll start with our man-to-man like we did the last time we played Clear Lake and keep that zone in our back pocket if we need it.
All right. So Clear Lake features, guards who rarely turn the ball over. With effective and active defenders like Anna Lerson and Sophia Schlins, will you still look to be aggressive with your traps, or do you have to be more patient defensively against a team that handles pressure so well?
We're still going to play our game. We're going to be aggressive on the ball. We just got to be a little bit more careful and make sure we're not using our hands as much and moving our feet to stay in front of them. There's going to be opportunities that we can, try to pick their pocket or jump the passing lanes. And, we just got to be selective and ready when those opportunities present themselves.
All righty, Coach. Well, best of luck tonight. We'll conduct your Daniel Pyre post-game show at halftime of the boys' game.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lance.
All right, that was St. Edmond girl basketball coach CJ Tracy with me here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll look at starting lineups and, of course, the opening tip-off. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show on Sunny 99.7 is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Another night of Gale basketball. So third game this week, third of the 4 home stretch, and then it looks like we're going to have some home games for the girls as they go to tournament time. Pre-game show tonight was brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Hey, businesses, get your custodial supplies and equipment, including cleaning chemicals, paper products, vacuums, and floor scrubbers from Central Iowa Distributing, serving Fort Dodge for over 40 years. Tonight's online streaming of the game, if you're listening to us out there, is brought to you by Mitch Lund State Farm Insurance in Fort Dodge. Contact Mitch at 515-576-4171 today for life, home, business, and auto insurance. Mitch can help you regarding the mutual funds, investments, and annuities. Get a free quote. Also, check out the website, golund.com. That's with 2 N's today. This evening game can be found on yourfortdodge.com, Alexa TuneIn app, and iHeartRadio. We are also video streaming for those of you out there that are just listening. You can find us on the interwebs, on the YouTubes, on the we'll go all through this. So video stream is presented by Trailhead CPA PCs and Advisors in Fort Dodge. Video can be seen on our YouTube channel, the Sunny Facebook page, and you can also find the link to on our website at yourfortdodge.com. And it's all made possible by Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. Our video stream scoreboard is brought to you by Kesterson Realty. When you need to buy or sell a home, business, or acreage, Kesterson Realty should be your first and last call. The professionals at Kesterson Realty ensure that every deal is easy, taking the stress out of buying and selling real estate. Also, we have our player spotlights, and this is the girls' game tonight. So before the girls' game, we're going to go ahead and mention our girl player spotlight. This is brought to you by Jessica Miracle at Farm Bureau Financial Services. She'd like to remind you that the students you see tonight are more than just what you see on the court. Today's player spotlight is Eden Horn. Eden is a freshman forward for the Gales. Her favorite teacher is Mr. McLean. Her favorite food is strawberries. Her favorite TV show is Criminal Minds. And her favorite music is hip-hop. Thank you very much, Jessica Miracle from Farm Bureau in Fort Dodge, for bringing us this player spotlight. A couple of updates. JV games tonight. The boys lost in a close one, 41-48. So Clear Lake won that one. And then we had the girls tonight, and girls' game wasn't nearly as close. That was like 54-20. I don't remember the exact final score, but it was a loss nonetheless. So the girls lost. We're going to have opening lineups starting here in just a sec. And when we get to those, I want to thank opening lineups brought to you by Kingsgate Insurance. They design insurance and solutions specifically for you. Working with you, they will identify solutions that protect you against risk, suit your budget, and give you peace of mind. That's how you can be expected to be treated when you work with Kingsgate Insurance in downtown. Our opening tip-off tonight is going to be brought to you by North Central Occupational Medicine and Walk-In Clinic. Get immediate help regarding illnesses, physicals, workers' comp, injuries, drug screens, cosmetic Botox injections, and weight loss management. They are the walk-in clinic north of the fire station in Fort Dodge. Before we get to our starting lineups, let's say thank you to a couple of sponsors that helped put on tonight's broadcast. Loftusweilers, offering professional guidance with personal and specialized attention before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Their reputation for honesty and integrity is very well known, and it's their most valuable asset. Thank you, Loftusweilers. How about Appliance Plus Furniture and Mattress? They have 2 locations in Webster City and Algona, where the plus is so much more. We want to say thank you to those 2 sponsors that help with our broadcast. So let's get right to our opening lineups, ladies and gentlemen. In tonight's matchup, the much-anticipated rematch between the Clear Lake Lions and the St. Edmond Gales. For the Lions, starting is number 1, a senior guard at 5'5", Alexis Thies. Wearing number 3, standing 5'5", a sophomore guard, Aspen Hill. a junior, 5'8" guard wearing number 11, Taylor Schwen, wearing number chance to go outside. Only thing I really dislike, well, two things about this weather. Of course, you go warm, cold to warm, and things start to brighten up, and, well, that gets to my allergies. And if you have dogs, you know what that means in your backyard once the snow all melts, and that's what my weekend's going to be. And I know you wanted to hear that, but right before tip-off, thought we'd give you a little bit of information about Lance tonight. So tonight's tip-off, of course, it's going to be Horn against Amble. And the tip-off, here it comes. You ready for Gale basketball? Tip-off gets to the Lions. So the Lions are going to start with the first possession here. They bring the ball quickly up court. You got Ainley. She takes the ball, passes over to the right-hand side to Schwen. She works towards the top. Picks up her dribble. Not anybody there. She gets it in the lane to Amble. Amble comes inside, left-hand side, works that back door. She got it up and good. Lions lead 2-0. Good pass being put on there full court by the Lions, but it was broken right away by the Gales. Horn got the ball right inside the free throw line, puts up about a 10-footer. It's good. Gales tie it all up, 2-2. 30 seconds into the game. Here come the Lions looking to work that magic underneath. They do. Amble takes the ball. She does just like Coach said. She moves left, moves right, goes left. She makes the basket, 4-2. Huss gets the ball to Horn right away. She's right same spot. Takes it off the backboard, misses the shot, rebounded by. That one's going to go to the Lions, and that's going to be Thies that got the rebound on that one. Lions have the ball. They work it down the left-hand side of the lane. Putting it up right now is Schwen. Schwen misses. Amble gets the rebound. She puts it back up. She misses. Horn gets this rebound. There we go, folks. Lions lead 4-2, 6:50 going in the first quarter, and here comes Chloe setting up the offense. First time the Gales brought it up slowly and going to actually run the whole offense. I got it to Lurson down the bottom left-hand side. She gets it up top to Huss. Huss looks over, gets it to Palmer. Palmer working on the right side of the top of the key. Gets it to the free throw line to Horn. Horn makes her way around. Amble, she's going to go up for the shot. A little bit long, but rebounded by Palmer, and she's going to take it back out. Gales are going to reset the offense on this one. Schlins has the ball, top left. Huss, top of the key. Over to the right-hand side now to Lurson. Lurson's going to work it in towards the free throw line. All the way out to Schlins. Schlins works it over the left-hand side. She comes up the middle, hands off to Palmer. Palmer gets tripped, nothing called. She went down hard. Lurson got the ball. She came in right-hand side of the layup. Broke through no defenders, 4-4. Lion bring the ball up. This time it's Ainley coming across the post. They got two picks there. She nothing doing. Palmer went right through him. She goes down the outside, loses the handle, out of bounds, but they're going to say off the Gales on that one. So Lions are going to maintain control. We're all tied up here 4-4 with 5:55 remaining. Inbound under their own basket. Gets it all the way up top to Schwen. Schwen quickly into Amble. Amble's shot is basically a little bit deflected on that one by Horn. Good defense. Gales get the chance to take the first lead of the game. 5:47 remaining here in the first quarter. Lurson has the ball, right-hand side. She works it into the middle. Gives it to Schlins. Schlins to Huss. Huss working the right-hand side. Gives it to Horn. She's trying to go baseline, driving in. Nice spin move. She went around. Not good on the shot, but she was fouled. They're going to call the foul, I'm guessing, on that one, on Ainley. And Horn's going to go to the line shooting two. Yep, Ainley picks up the first foul for the game, first foul for the team, and her first foul. A lot of firsts there. We always get those in the first quarter. Horn going to go to the line here shooting two. First shot is up and good. Gales take the first lead, 5-4. Horn is a 47.4% free throw shooter. She's working on bringing that average up. She started out slower this year, and Coach said she's been working on those free throws and has slowly brought that back up. Second shot lined up and on the way, and it's good. Gales are up 6-4. Here come the Lions. They get the ball to Hill, who then gets the ball over to Ainley. She's across the timeline. Picked up by Palmer. Working down the right-hand side. Hands it off to Hill. Hill back to Ainley. Ainley guarded closely by Palmer. Pick being set by Amble. Ainley comes out. Looks like she wanted to set up into the three. Not there. They get it to Amble. She's inside the lane. Guarded great. Oh, nice. They're going to call a foul on that one. I think they're going to call Schlins on the arm. Horn had good position, but Schlins got her on the arm. So she's going to go to the line shooting two. No basket on that one. It just didn't make it. So she's got to go to the line now. Amble, 63% free throw shooter. She's already got 4 points. She's got all the points. She's got that first shot is good, so she's got number 5. So of the 5 points for the Lions, they're all her. Second shot, she's lining up here. Couple of dribbles, and off it goes. Off, though, that one made it in. I didn't think it was going to. Went off the side of the rim and somehow managed to get it in. Full court press now by the Lions. Here comes Lurson. Quickly up court. She got it across the timeline. Broke that press. Palmer sending it up center of the court there. working the right-hand side. She gets the ball over to Huss. Huss working on the left-hand side. Gets it back to center to Lurson. All working the perimeter. Handoff to Palmer. She gets it to the free throw line to Horn. Horn puts up the shot from the free throw line, and it's good. That's 6 points for Horn of the 8 that the Gales have. Gales are up 8-6. Ainley has the ball, comes across half court. She's going to work the offense. She's coming down the right-hand side, passes it out to Hill. Hill working her way up to the top of the key, gets it to Thies. Thies now dead center. She works a little left. Huss guarding her closely. Little spin move as she gets down. They get it to Amble. She comes baseline around Horn and passes it out. And they're going to say she stepped on the baseline. Good defense by Horn to force her out of bounds. And the Gales get the ball underneath the basket. That's a turnover. Gales up 8-6, 4:25 here in the first quarter. We want to say thanks to Stone Creek Landscape and Nursery. They're located at 2525 5th Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Oh, quick press break there. They went full court press. They got the ball across the timeline to Maggie Flaherty, who came in. They get it to Horn. She's in the lane. She falls back. Shot is no good. She's on the ground, slow to get up, but she made it. Ainley got the rebound, and she quickly comes down court. Gives the ball to Hill. Hill works it into the lane. Oh, picked off on this one by Lurson. That is a nice. Oh, and then sheer pass. She tried to get it to Palmer, and she totally gave it up. That one was picked off by Ainley. Ainley went in for the layup. She missed it, but she was fouled by Lurson. Lurson's going to pick up her first foul. That's going to be the second team foul. And Ainley's going to go to the line. It was a great defensive play by Lurson. She just wasn't looking when she tried to pass it to Palmer and didn't see Ainley coming down the line there. So Ainley got the interception. First shot is on its way. It's up and good. Ainley is a 70.8% or 71% free throw shooter. So they've got some pretty decent free throw shooters, 83, a 70, and a 63. So they're hitting a good number of free throws. All right. Gales lead 8-7, 3:59 still here in the first quarter as Ainley lines up her second shot. It's on the way, and it's good. 8-8 here. The Gales get the chance here. Another press, full court, being set up by the Lions. They get the ball quickly to Horn. She's across. She's coming down into the lane, outside to Flaherty. Flaherty just inside the three-point line. High arc. Shot is no good. Rebound on that one goes to Schwen. She tries to bring it all the way down. Lost the handle, but picks it back up. They end up with Hill over in the corner. She has the ball. She gives the ball up. Now she gives it to Schwen. Schwen gives it over to Ainley. Ainley drives into the lane, puts up a little right-handed jump shot. It's good. Lions lead 10-8. They set a full court press. Lurson had the ball. She went to pass it. She's going to get hit on the arm by Schwen. So that's going to be the second team foul, and that's going to be Schwen's first foul. Gales get the ball again underneath their own hoop. Now Lions are going to back off, not going to full court press here. So Palmer's going to bring the ball up, taking her time. When she gets to half court, they've got a guard ready for her, picking her up as soon as she crosses over. Ready to play man-to-man here. Got a couple of rotations. The Gales get the ball to Horn at the free throw. She breaks into the lane. Hard shot goes up. No good. It's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say off a Horn. So it's going to be a turnover. Lions are going to get the ball here. She had the right idea. She made it down into the lane, got around Amble, just put it up a little hard on that shot. Here come the Lions. 13 Ainley, making the ball up to the right-hand side. Chloe Gardner, Amble setting the pick on either side. Ainley has to work down to the baseline. Not there. They get it to Amble. Amble against Horn. She's coming in, does that move. She went left, went right, no good, but they're going to call a foul on Horn on that one, and she's going to go to the line shooting two. So Horn's going to pick up her first foul, third team foul. They're going to say she got her on the arm. I thought it was good defense personally. Looks like they're calling it a little tight underneath there. Better to have control early and let them play later than lose control early and have no control later. First shot is up and no good. Off the front of the rim, it falls short. Lions still up 10-8. 2:55 here remaining in the first quarter. Second shot on the way. Not on the way, getting set up here. That'd be a long shot. We'd still be waiting for it. It's up and good. Lions lead 11-8 here. All right, no press set up this time. Palmer brings it up across the logo. Gets it over to Huss, left-hand side. Down in the corner to Lurson on the left-hand side. She looks and gets it into Horn. Horn coming in against Amble. She's in the lane. Moves around, and she got just thumped on that one by Schwen. They're going to call Schwen for the foul. She's not shooting. I don't believe they're going to call a shot on that one. They're going to put it underneath. Yep. On the floor. Yeah, she was not in the act of shooting. She was spinning, but hadn't gotten ready to shoot yet. So Schwenn's going to come out. Hill's going to come back in. We got Hill in, Reiser in. We've got Ainley in, Amble in, and Thies in for the Lions. And we got Flaherty, Lurson. Oh, Horn's got the ball. Oh, nice move for her. She came and got underneath, missed the layup. Rebound by Amble. She outlet pass there to Ainley, who comes down quickly. They get the ball over to Reiser. Reiser up to the top of the key now. Gives the ball off to Thies. Thies back to Ainley. Ainley tries to go into the lane, loses the handle. It's on the ground. She manages to save it, gets an outlet pass to Reiser. Reiser comes into the lane, hands it off. Before she can pass it off to Amble, she travels. All right, so that's a turnover for the Gales. 11-8. Gales trail here with 2:12 remaining in the first quarter. We've got Horn coming out, Andrew coming in. So we've got Flaherty, Palmer, Lurson, Andrew, and Huss in for the Gales right now. Jepson coming in and Reiser going out for the Lions. Lions are going to play deep on their bench tonight, try and keep those legs fresh and keep, I think they can go a little deeper than the Gales off the bench. I think they're going to try and take advantage of that. Palmer has the ball, top of the key, pick set by Lurson. She comes back to the right-hand side, gives it to Huss. Huss on the right, gives it back to Palmer. Palmer looks to get it inside to Andrew. Not there right now, so she's going to work top of the key to Lurson. Lurson, bounce pass to Andrew at the free throw line. Shot is up. It is deflected. Loose on the ground, and they're going to call a foul on Liv on that one. So Andrew's going to pick up her first foul. That's going to be the fourth team foul. Going to say she reached in on Ainley. Her shot was deflected, and when it was down, Ainley got a hold of it, and Andrew tried to tie her up and got her on the arm. So 4-3 the fouls right now as the Lions bring the ball up. Here comes Ainley, working to the right-hand side, guarded by Palmer. She gets it all the way over to Thies. Thies, sitting on the Gales little script on the far side, picks up her dribble, does manage to get into Amble, and they're going to get a hold. I think they're going to call Andrew for a hold on that one. That's the fifth foul, so she's going to go to the line. Amble's going to go to the line shooting. That should be the fifth foul. There they go. Refs finally realize she's going to go to the line. So, Amble, who is 3 of 4 tonight from the free throw line, is going to get a chance at another 2. Again, they seem to be calling it kind of tic-tacky, but different than they called it, not the same refs, but when they called up in Clear Lake and really let them basically beat each other up. First shot is up, on the way, good. 12-8, Lions lead. Reiser comes back in for the Lions. Amble's second shot is on its way, and it is good. She is now 5 for 6. 13-8. Clear Lake leads by 5. Palmer brings the ball into play for the Gales. Works it down the left-hand side. 3 ball on the way. It's off the rim. No good. Andrew got the rebound. She spins around, tries to put up a little jump shot on that one. She missed. Rebound goes to Thies. She gets it up quickly to Reiser. Reiser lost the handle a little bit, so didn't have the fast break. They get it inside to Amble. Amble working in the lane. She did that move. Oh, she got right around Andrew. I think Andrew's playing a little tentative as she's sitting on 2 fouls right now. Palmer has the ball, left-hand side, down to Lurson. Lurson gives it top of the key to Schlins. Schlins, back up center, hand off to Palmer. Palmer coming down the right-hand side, inside the 3, the jump shot, no good. Andrew go for the rebound, and they're going to call over the back on Amble on that one. She kind of pushed Andrew out of the way, so Amble's going to pick up her first foul. That's going to be the 4th team foul. Gales have 5. Lions have 4. We got 47.6 seconds remaining here. 35 seconds on the shot clock. 12-second differential. They get the ball into Horn. She gets it up to right-hand side. Inside to Huss. Huss to Lurson. Lurson coming down the lane. Couple of moves. Bounce pass underneath the Horn. And it's knocked around and out of bounds off a hill. So the Gales are going to get it. 39 seconds. 27 on the shot clock. It was a great idea by Lurson to bounce past the Horn, and they just got in there a little quick. So Lurson has the ball, right-hand side. Real quick pass underneath the Horn. Horn coming in against Amble. She goes up for the shot, deflected on the backside, no foul called. And that rebound then was picked up by Jepson. Jepson gave the ball to Reiser. Reiser brings it down. She puts up a 3, and it's good. 18 seconds. Clear Lake now leads by 10, 18-8. Palmer brings the ball up into play for the Gales. Comes down the right-hand side. Gets it to the center. Schlins has the ball all the way over to Lurson, right-hand side. They got a travel on that one. 2.4 seconds left here in the quarter. Clear Lake leads 18-8. I think basically here what they're going to do is get the ball in and try and put up a shot. They're getting everybody in position knowing you've got 2 seconds to get a shot off here. Ball gets in. Hill has it. 2 seconds left. No good. She didn't beat the buzzer. Shot doesn't make it anyway. That's the end of the first quarter. Clear Lake Lions lead 18-8. This is Gale basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
That sound of the game brought to you by Wheelchair Dynamics. With a full range of medical equipment and supplies, you'll find affordable quality solutions for all your home health care needs. Wheelchair Dynamics is located 1406 East Street West in Fort Dodge, next to Time From Restaurant. Well, folks, to start the quarter, the Gales got the ball. Chloe Palmer worked down the left-hand side. Nice sweeping layup. It is good. In the subsequent thing, the Lions had possession, came down, couldn't get it in, as Horn had great defense against Amble on the inside. Got the rebound, came back down, and Horn put it up. So now the Gales trail 18-12. Horn puts up a three-pointer. It's short, misses. Schlins gets the rebound. The ball is deflected, loose, and stolen on that one. So the ball's going to end up in the hands of Ainley, and Ainley's bringing the ball up now for the Lions. She goes all the way coast to coast, puts it up on the right-hand side over Horn. It's good. 20-12, Gales trail by 8. Working the ball up the right-hand side, left-hand side. Palmer, good pick set by Horn. Gets the ball to Horn. Horn sitting right at the three-point line. She comes in against Amble, brings it into the lane. Nice shot up and good as she got right over Amble. 20-14. We got a timeout called now by the Lions. With that timeout, we're going to go ahead and go back to studio. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Back, ladies and gentlemen, coming out of the timeout. The ball comes down quickly by the Lions. They go up for a layup, miss the shot, get the rebound. Jepson puts up the second one. It's still loose. Ball's on the floor. And still on the floor. I think we're going to end up tied up finally. A lot of scrambling, a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving underneath. No fouls called, just a jump ball. So, Gales got it to begin the quarter. It's going to go to the Lions at this point. So 5:46 remaining in the second quarter. Gales trail 20-14. Long pass in, gets to Jepson. Jepson working down the right-hand side against Horn. Goes, oh, man. I don't get called a foul on that one. She swatted that ball so hard. Oh, my. That is a bunk call. I'm going to call that one. That's bunk. She rejected her hard. If you're watching, rewind that one. No foul on that one. Jepson's going to go to the line shooting 2 off of an excellent defensive play by Horn. Horn picks up her second foul. Jepson makes the first shot. She's a 33.3% free throw shooter. She basically was given a gift here. Second shot is on the way. It's no good. Horn gets the rebound. She's smacked by Ainley. They don't call that one. They get the ball to Palmer, who brings it across the timeline. Over to the left-hand side now to Schlins. Schlins gets it to Lurson, working close to the top of the key. She dribbles in towards the free throw line. Out the left-hand corner to Schlins. Back up top to Huss. Three-pointer on the way. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound on the ground right now. Picked up by Schwen. She just double-dribbled or traveled. She goes all the way down. Misses it. It's out of bounds. That's going to be off the Lions. It should be Gale basketball. So Gale still have a chance here. Get this back. 21-14 down by 7. 5:12 remaining in the quarter. Quick passes. They get stolen on that one. Full court press. Lions get the ball back. Ainley has the ball at the top of the key. She's working up against Horn. Ball's over to the other side now to Jepson. She drives in. Baseline shot. No good. Horn gets the rebound. No reach called on that one. They finally do call it. Jepson tried to get in, get the ball from Horn. They're going to call her with the reach. That's going to be her first foul, first team foul. So Gales are going to take the ball out underneath the opposing basket. 4:57. Substitutions coming in here. Amble back in for the Lions. She had been out for a little bit. They get the ball to Palmer. Working against the full court press. They get it over to Lurson. All quickly down to Huss. Huss brings it down inside, right outside the lane. She goes out for the shot. No good. Rebound is knocked out of bounds by the Lions. That's going to be off of Ainley, so Gales are going to have it. 34 seconds on the shot clock, and they're going to get it to take it out underneath their own basket here. Inbound coming from Palmer. She gets the ball to Horn. Horn looking to pass. Nice bounce pass attempt, but Lurson, but it gets intercepted on that one by Jepson. She takes it down, gives it off to Reiser. Reiser top of the key, all the way down in the corner now. They get it, try to get it into Amble. They do over Lurson. She puts it up and in as Amble puts in another 2 points. That's 10 points for her on the evening. They get the ball across half court to Huss. Here comes Lurson down the left-hand side. She goes for the shot. Just got blocked hard on that one. Same thing happened down at the other end. They don't call it on this end. It's the same ref underneath. Not sure why they're not calling it, but they aren't, and that should be off of the Lions. So the exact same thing happened. Palmer went up for the shot. Amble basically did exactly what Horn did at the other end. Same ref underneath. He doesn't call it on this end. So like I said before, the first one was a bunk call. Long pass out. Horn gets the ball to Huss. Huss brings it to Horn back. Horn coming baseline. She goes up. Shot is no good. Rebounds it. Going to go out of bounds. Off of Horn that time. It's going to be Lion basketball. All right. 4 minutes left. 23-14. 9-point lead for the Lions. Ball's brought across by Ainley. She gets it across half court. She's being guarded by Palmer. She steps it up. Three-pointer on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Lurson. Lurson gets the ball to Palmer. Palmer's going to bring the ball across the timeline, set up the offense. 3:42. Gets the ball into Horn. Horn's in the paint. Bounce pass goes out to Lurson. Lurson gives it to Huss. Three-pointer on the way. That one off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Amble. Lions coming down for the offense. Here comes Ainley. Gets it over to Reiser in the far right corner. She comes up, sets up a three-pointer. It's on the way. Long shot, no good. Palmer gets the rebound. Quick pass to Lurson. Lurson gets it to Horn. Horn going up against Reiser. She comes on the left-hand side. She is pushed into the wall. No foul. They're going to call it out of bounds on the Gales. Some interesting refereeing down there right now. Coach is talking to the other ref. He's saying, I'm not there. It's not my position to call that one. It's a bunk caller that missed the call on that. All right, so Hill has the ball. She comes into the free throw line. Gets the ball up top to Ainley. Ainley working in down into the lane. Passes it up top. Schwen works her way in. Pardon me, not Schwen. That was Thies. No good. Horn gets the rebound. Gets it out to Palmer, who's bringing it up. Palmer gets across half court. Sets up the offense. She's working left-hand side. Goes down towards corner. Three-pointer on the way. That one is good. Nothing but net. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Clo time. I'm going to pick that one up. That's going to be my new little saying for her. All right, timeout called. We got a 30-second timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it back to studio. This is Gale Basketball coming to you on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Gale Basketball here in the second quarter. 2:30 remaining. Gales trail 23-17. Down by 6. Lions have the ball. Ainley works the ball left-hand side, trying to get it inside for the Lions. It's not there. Out pass to Hill. Hill still working outside the perimeter. Bounce pass to Thies. Top of the key. Back over to Hill. Pardon me, that wasn't Hill. That was Ainley. She tried to get it inside to Schwen. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Lerson. Out on the Gales. 13 on the shot clock. 2:11 in the quarter. They're going to take it out underneath their own basket. Inbound pass. They got a break. Schwen broke inside. Blocked by Palmer. She tried to make it. Pass intercepted by Lerson, who gets the ball to Schlins. Took Palmer. Palmer's across the timeline, setting up the offense. Over to Schlins. Right-hand side. Three-pointer on the way. And it's good. It's a three-point game, ladies and gentlemen. 23-20. Lions lead. Ainley bringing the ball here. Up across the timeline. Met by Palmer. She comes in. Tries to work it into the lane. Coming down the left-hand side. Outlet pass to Reiser. Reiser puts it up to the top of the key. Then it's over to the right-hand side to Thies. Thies works it up to the top. Trying to set and get inside. She comes into the lane. Not there. Back to Hill. Hill. Bounce pass inside to Schwen, who made a nice backdoor move. She makes the basket. 25-20. Inbound pass to Lerson. To Palmer. Press dissolves. And here comes Palmer across the timeline. 1:26 remains in the quarter. Gales trail. 25-20. Palmer makes it into the lane. Goes all the way over to Flaherty. Flaherty bounce pass up top to Huss. Huss over to Schlins. Schlins on the right-hand side. Over in the corner to Palmer. Palmer right-hand side. Long three. Good. It's 23-25. Two-point game. 3 3-pointers in a row for the Gales as they're paddling back into this. Hill has the ball, and she tries to get in the lane. Stripped on there. The ball is loose on the ground, and they're going to call off of the Lions. Gales get the ball. A minute left here in the second quarter. A chance to tie it up or take the lead. Lions say we ain't going to have no more of this. They're bringing Amble back in and bringing back in Jepson. Kind of bringing all their starters back in. They need all the big guns here because without them, the Gales are definitely catching back up. Here comes Palmer. 1 minute remaining. She comes across the timeline. Not going to get last shot on this one, but they do have a chance to even it up or go up by 1. Pass underneath to Schlins. Back out top. They're going to say she stepped on the line. Out of bounds. Unforced error. Gales give up the ball. 48.6 seconds left as the Lions come on the offense with 25-23 lead. Ainley brings the ball up, guarded by Palmer. Gets the ball over to Reiser. Reiser on the right-hand side comes up to the top of the key. They get it to Jepson. Jepson drives down the lane. Shot is no good, but she's going to be fouled. All the Gales were saying it was all ball. They're saying it was all arm. So Jepson's going to go to the line. Nope. Yep, she's going to go to the line shooting 2. And again, Jepson's a 33% free throw shooter. 1 out of every 3. I can't remember. She's shot some already today. I think she's 2 for 2. Nope. She hasn't. She has 2 for... No, my statistician's a little slow on that one. And first shot is up and good. She is 1 for 2. So now she is 1 for 1. All right. That's going to be Gale's second foul of the quarter anyway. So a lot less fouls this quarter. Second shot on the way. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by the Lions. Lions lead by 3. 23-26. 35.4 seconds on the game clock. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Flaherty's going out. Horn is coming back in. So all the starters back in for the Gales. And it looks like almost all the starters for the Lions. Nope, I take that back. Jepson and Reiser are in, who are players number 5 or 6 and 7 for the Lions. All right, Palmer has the ball, holding it off. They are definitely looking to play for the last shot here. She's working the left-hand side, top of the key. Pick set by Lurson. Palmer comes back over to the right. Another nice pick set by Lurson. Inbound pass. Gets bounce pass to Lurson. Back to Horn. On the ground. Horn tries to get up. They call it jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of the Gales. 10 seconds left. Gales going to take it out underneath their own hoop here. We got a timeout, so let's go ahead and go back to studio. This is Gale basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am not sure if you know what an axolotl is, but I've got an axolotl right next to me here up in the booth tonight. It was pajama day, and one of the kids is up here with us wearing his axolotl pajamas. Gales get the inbound pass. 10 seconds on the clock. They get it into Schlinn. Schlinn's right-hand corner. Comes in baseline. She goes in for the shot. No good, but she's going to be fouled by Thies on that one. So Schlinn's is going to go to the line, shooting 2. Chance to get within 1 here just as we go to half. So 2 shots, 5.2 on the shot clock, or game clock, pardon me. There's no shot clock for a free throw. That would be fun, though. First shot is off the back of the rim, no good. Horn coming out, Andrew coming in for the remaining 5.2 seconds. Don't want her picking up that third foul here just to start into the half. Just play it a little bit safer, get her out, put Andrew back in. Second shot on the way, and it's good. All right, so Clear Lake leads by 2 as it's 26-24. 3 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Long shot on the way. Good if it goes. Doesn't go. That's going to take us to quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 26-24. Gale trail by 2. Scoreboard still says 3. I don't think they put that score up yet. That's going to do it here. We're going to go to halftime. Stick around here for the halftime Loftusweiler show. We'll take a look at first half statistics, and sports director Joe Jaden has a halftime guest. Loftusweiler, offering professional guidance with personal and specialized attention before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Their reputation for honesty and integrity is very well known and is their most valuable asset. We'll go back to studio when we come back. We'll have stats and more. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort & Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Coach CJ Tracy, and you're listening to your home for Gales girls basketball, Sunny 99.7.
Welcome back to Gales basketball on Sunny 99.7. Time now for the Loftusweiler halftime show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Sunny 99.7 studios. I'm Sports Director Joe Jaden, and we are at halftime here between the St. Edmond girls and Clear Lake. You're listening to the Loftusweiler halftime show, and join me now is St. Edmond boys wrestling coach Caden McClintock. Caden, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks, Joe.
Well, last night you were busy. You guys were in a quadrangular with Iowa Falls Alden. You wrestled Ballard, were beaten 66-18. lose to Iowa Falls Alden 65-12, and then East Marshall Meskwaki gets you 36-24. Just your overall thoughts on the night.
Good night for Matthew Crimmins, going 3-0 on the night. And then our guys that were ready to wrestle went out battling, so that was nice to see. Evan Knox had a pretty nice win in our last duel against East Marshall, kind of a back-and-forth match, and then he stayed in it and ended up getting a reversal and ran the kid over and pinned him. So that was pretty exciting in that match. We had a chance to win that duel against East Marshall, so we're a little disappointed that some of our guys didn't show up for that one because we don't get many opportunities to win those duels with the numbers we had. So we'll bring it back to the practice room and be ready for districts next Friday.
Matthew Crimmins, 2 pins and a forfeit. He sticks Kyle Reiner of Ballard in 1:51, and then pins Sam Robinson of Iowa Falls Alden in 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Talk about both those matches.
Yeah, Matthew wrestled really well. We told him, especially this time of the year, go out, take care of business, get the pin right away if we can. So he did a good job in that first match, going out, getting a good takedown, getting the pin. Second match, Iowa Falls, that's probably the third or fourth time we've wrestled him this year. So I think the more you wrestle someone, the closer the match can tend to get. So he did a good job, got a really nice takedown in the first period, good hard ride out. And then going into the second period, we ended up getting the pin, so that was nice to see. And I believe at conference, we ended up going the full distance of that match, so seeing him rebound and get the pin there was very nice.
Outside of forfeits, Evan Knox actually gets a pin in 2 minutes and 38 seconds over Deegan Madison of East Marshall Meskwaki.
Yep, back to Evan. That was an exciting one again, and that's why we tell all of our guys that go out and wrestle the full 6 minutes, be ready to battle in every single position, because I believe Evan was actually behind in that match and started to come from behind and tied it up and then ended up putting him to his back and pinning him. So that's really drives home to continue to wrestle the entire match.
Again, St. Edmond Boys Wrestling Coach Caden McClintock here with me on the Lawfers-Weiler Halftime Show. We're at halftime between the St. Edmond girls and Clear Lake. You're listening to the Lawfers-Weiler Halftime Show. All right, Coach, you're now off until your district meet, which is going to be at Ridgeview Holstein High School Class 1A district meet on Valentine's Day, Saturday at 10 a.m. Your overall thoughts on this meet?
Yep, we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to a good practice today. We'll get in the room tomorrow, and then full week of practice next week to really fine-tune things, make sure we're feeling good, we're in the best shape that we can be, we're the strongest that we can be, and we'll go out and give it everything we can on Saturday, and hopefully we can see 2 or 3 guys making it down to the state tournament.
Yeah, that's my next question. What kind of competition are you looking at? And possibly, Matthew Crimmins, I would venture to guess, has a pretty good shot to get to Des Moines. Talk about maybe, is there any other wrestlers that might have an outside chance?
Yep, Matthew Crimmins, we have high hopes for him. Really think that if he wrestles well, he should be coming out on top as a district champion. I really believe if we can see our 106-pounder and our 113-pounder wrestle the way they've been wrestling in practice, they have high chances of possibly making it down to the state tournament as well. So that'd be great to see, especially as freshmen coming in. And yeah, that'd be great for the team.
Those wrestlers Coach McClintock speaks of, Nick Utley and Jay Stanley. All right, Coach, wish you the best of luck. February 14th, your district meet. Best of luck. Go get them, and hopefully we can get a couple qualifiers heading to Des Moines.
Thank you very much, Joe. We appreciate it.
That's St. Edmond Boys Wrestling Coach Caden McClintock here with me on the Lawfers-Weiler Halftime Show. We're at halftime between the St. Edmond girls and Clear Lake. We'll take a break. When we come back, Lance Lennon will take a look at the first half stats. Back in a moment here on Sunny 99.7.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Loftusweiler halftime show. Loftusweiler offering professional guidance with personal and specialized attention before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Their reputation for honesty and integrity is very well known, and it's their most valuable asset. Thank you very much for sponsoring the halftime show. Well, let's talk statistics here and what has been happening in the first half. The Gales are down by 2, 26-24, which is incredible considering they were down by 10 at the quarter. So they've come back, battled their way back into it, and that's off of a series of three-pointers there. 2 of them from Chloe and 1 from Sophia in the second quarter to kind of tighten things back up. For the points-wise, Eden Horn has 10. She has 5 rebounds and 2 fouls. 1 foul came off that magnificent rejection. I kid you not. She swatted that ball so hard you'd think it was a redheaded stepchild. But she got called for a foul. Don't know why, don't know how, but that's what he saw. So thought maybe I should hand him my glasses. But my wife says I can't be so critical of the refs, even though I am. So Horn has 10 points. Chloe Palmer has 8 off of 2 3-pointers and a field goal. Lerson has 2, and Schlins, she has 4 points, 1 3-pointer and 1 4-pointer. That brings all the point totals. We have 12 rebounds for the Gales. For the Tigers, or the Lions, pardon me. Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh, my. Right now they have 26 points. Half of them belong to Ashley Amble. She's got 13 points, and that comes off of 4 field goals and 5 free throws. She's been to the line 3 times already. Again, getting the luxury of getting the fouls called for her. The foul calling is not terrible. It's 6-7. They've got 6 against the Lions, 7 against us. Rebounding, the Lions only have 9. So the Gales are winning the rebound battle. But unfortunately, they're both shooting 75% from the free throw line. But the Lions are getting more opportunities at the line. So that's kind of how things are going to wrap up here. Down 2 points. Gales definitely in this thing. There's nothing sad about what they've been doing. They're playing great basketball tonight. They just got to keep it up. And I think if they can keep Horn in the game and keep it under there, and she's winning against Amble, in my personal opinion. And so if they can continue to do that, I think the Gales could come out on top here tonight. And what an incredible almost end to the regular season. They got one more game Monday against Webster City, but boy, this would be a sweet one to have under their belt. Let's go back to studio here. We'll come back. We'll start the second half. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Welcome back to Gale Basketball. To start the second half, the Lions get the ball. They brought it into the lane to Amble. Amble goes in for the layup, misses it, but she's going to get fouled by Horn. Horn picking up her 3rd foul early here in the 3rd. It was a foul. I'm going to call that one a foul. She got her on the arm, so not critical on that one. First shot by Amble is up and good. So again, remember, now she's had 7 free throws, of which she has made 6. She now has 14 points on the night. Second free throw on the way. It's no good. Rebound goes to Horn. She gets it to Palmer. It's going to set things up for the Gales. Gales down 27-24. Looking to tighten things up here and get things moving. Nice little pass inside to Palmer. Palmer with a short jump shot. No good. Horn gets the rebound. She gets it out to Schlinn. Schlinn's top of the key to Huss. Huss looks to get it down inside. Gets it to Horn. Horn outside the perimeter. Gets it to Lerson driving in the lane. Lerson goes up, puts in the layup. She was tripped. No foul called. Bounces way off. Rebounded by Ainsley. Ainsley takes the ball down quickly. They get it to Hill. Hill 3-pointer on the way. No good. Amble got the rebound. She puts it up. No good. Rebound Horn. Gets the ball out to Palmer, who's going to slowly bring the ball across the timeline, set up the offense. Palmer gets the ball over to Schlins, down in the corner to Lerson. Lerson on the left-hand corner. Looks to get the ball in. Bad pass as Huss went in. The ball went out, and they're going to call over and back on that one. That's an unforced error on the Gales. It's just just miscommunication on the pass on that one. Lerson thought Huss was going to go back out a little bit further. Huss was going to go in, and the ball went gone. Here come the Lions, passing the backcourt now to Ainley. Ainley's going to bring the ball into play for the Lions. She comes up right at the top of the key. She's working down the right-hand side. Bounce pass outside is lost. Tried to get it to Thies. She couldn't keep a handle on it. It goes out of bounds. So Gales get the ball right back here. 6:43, 27-24 Lions lead the game right now. Here come the Gales as Palmer comes across and brings the ball into play for the Gales. Working the left-hand side. Gets it to the free throw line to Horn. Both players go. Horn spins around, gets around Amble. She's down in the lane. She goes up for the shot. It's no good, but she's going to be fouled. I bet they call that one on Schwen. Not on Amble. No, they get Amble for that one. So Amble's going to pick up her second foul. I really thought that one on Schwen. Even Amble thought it was on Schwen, and Schwen thinks it was on Schwen. But they called it, the taller you're going to be seeing. Here comes Horn. First shot up and on the way. In and out, no good. Substitution coming in. Schwen going out. Jepson coming in. I don't know if it's Jepson or Jepson. I'm probably just going to say Jepson. It's a little easier than trying to get that extra syllable in there. All right, second shot by Horn is up and good. Gales are within two here, 25-27. Ainley has the ball, coming up quickly for the Lions. She comes up against Palmer. She works down left-hand side of the lane, up to the top of the key. Breaking into the lane, that was going to be Thies. Outside now, gets to Ainley. Ainley puts it, not Ainley, that was Jepson. Jepson goes in, misses the shot, rebounded by Amble. She missed her shot, rebounded by Horn. So they're getting the second opportunity, but Amble hasn't been able to put those in, and then Horn's not giving them the third. So good job on Horn defensively. Huss has the ball, top of the key. Schlins, right-hand side, down in the corner to Horn. Horn just inside the three-point line, puts up the shot. It's in and out, just missed. Ball is loose and picked up now by Hill as she's going to come across the court. Hill gets the ball to Ainley, right-hand side. She's back out to the perimeter. Pick's going to be set by Amble. Ainley comes down the lane against Horn. Horn just grabbed the ball right out of her hand. Great defensive play as the Gales come back down, trailing by 2, 27-25. Palmer has it. She comes up top of the key, picks up a three on the way. It's off the rim, no good, and that's going to go out of bounds off of Lerson. She's lucky she didn't get called over the back on that one as she jumped right over and kind of rode up onto Ainley. Just called it out of bounds on her. I'll take that over the foul. All righty, so still down by 2, 25-27. Lions going to bring the ball up. Here comes Ainley. She's picked up by Palmer right at the perimeter. Pick set on this one. It's going to be set by Schwen. Little pick and roll. She didn't get the ball, but they give it to Jepson. She comes down right-hand side. Sweeping move. Tries to go up. Doesn't get it. Horn gets the rebound, and they're going to call a reach as Thies tried to go in on her, and Horn just kind of spun her around like a rag doll. With that rebound, Horn has a double-double here already in the third quarter. 11 points, 10 rebounds. And that's going to be the second team foul, and that is going to be the second foul on Thies. Quick inbound pass to Palmer. She gets it, tried to get a Horn, to Flaherty, intercepted, and I thought that was a travel on Ainley, but they don't call it. She puts in the layup. Now they're up by 4, 20. So Lerson quickly brings the ball up. She runs right over Reiser. They call the foul on Reiser. She definitely didn't have position. They were trying to say that Lerson had her arm and was pushing. She wasn't. You can't get in her way. Lerson was coming like a locomotive. She just had all the momentum. Okay, so we've got a lot of substitutions going on here. I'm not sure who all's in for whom. We'll try and get the information to you. So we've got Ainley, Jepson, Amble, and then we've got Smith and Reiser in for the Lions. For the Gales, we have Flaherty, Palmer, Lerson, Horn, and Schlins. Okay. They get the ball into Amble. She's outside the lane going up against Horn. Horn, good defense. Basket shot is no good. Rebound on that one by Palmer. She goes to the floor and picks it up. She's going to get stripped on that by Schlins, and it goes out of bounds. What? Oh, that was terrible call. They call it out of bounds on the Gales as it was stripped out of her hand. This is, okay. It's frustrating. In the end, it's going to be very frustrating. Close games like this, you don't want the fouls to seemingly go in against them. Schlins is going to get called for the push. She did push on that one. No need to do that far out. Reiser had gotten the ball in the inbound. So Schlins picks up her second foul. That's going to be the second team foul. 4:35 remaining. When you get down this close in the game that's this important to both teams, you just really want
really good refereeing and you want fair refereeing. And I'm not saying they aren't calling equal fouls both ways, but the fouls they're calling against the Gales seem to be a little odd. Reiser has the ball, top of the key. She's working the perimeter. Gets it over to Ainley. Ainley gets the ball to Amble. Amble at the free throw line up against Horn. Trying to work down inside. She does. Nice spin. Can't get there. They get it outside to Ainley. 14 on the shot clock. Ainley working baseline. She comes out. Gives it all the way out. Now it's top of the key to Reiser. Reiser takes the ball to the right-hand side. Lurson intercepts the pass. We got 4 seconds. Awesome. She tipped that one. It's then going to be topped by Jepson. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Gale ball. Good turnover on that one. Great defense. 29-25. Lions currently have the lead. Ref taking his time getting the ball, letting the defense set up. It's, again, just give them the ball and let them get it into play. Don't have to let the defense get set up. They don't do full court press. They decide to pick up Palmer. She crosses half court. Palmer works the right-hand side. She's being guarded by Hill. Palmer comes to the top, gives it to Schlinn. Schlinn's on the left-hand side. Down in the corner to Flaherty. Flaherty passes it into Horn. Horn in the lane, gets a nice bounce pass to Lurson. Lurson puts up a nice little 6-footer, and it goes. It is 29-27, 2-point game, 3:38 here in the third quarter, folks. This is everything that we promised it would be. It is a game for a game. They get the ball inside to Amble. They're going to call over the back on Horn. That is as tic-tacky a foul as you're going to get. That is crazy. Her 4th foul. Every foul against her, not every foul. At least 2 of the 4 I completely disagree with. 2 of them, yeah, she fouled. There's no doubt about 2 of those. But those last 2, the one that was a inbound pass, Lurson deflects it, out of bounds. Lions keep the ball. 23 on the shot clock, 3:27 on the quarter. Substitution, out goes Reiser, and in comes Schwen. So again, the Lions keeping fresh legs going, and the Gales doing the same. Andrew comes in, Horn goes out. Ainley has the ball, top of the key. She works down the right-hand side against Palmer. Gives the ball to Jepson. Jepson, nice little move. She comes down the right side, tries to put up for feet. Does. She gets. Coach is a little upset by the call here. She got called on that. She does go in for the shot, makes it. She's going to go to the line for an old-fashioned three-pointer. Lions are up now 4, 31-27, 3:15 left. As Jepson's going to shoot 1 free throw. She's a 33% free throw shooter, but she's hit, I want to say 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4 tonight so far. This shot is on the way, and it's good. A substitution coming in. Schlins goes out, Huss comes in. So we have Flaherty, Huss, Palmer, Andrew, and Lurson for the Gales. Inbound pass, long pass to Huss. Very fast, a lot of pepper on it. It's bounced around. Lurson picks it up. Lurson gets it to Palmer. Palmer's going to be fouled by Jepson right away. So Jepson's going to pick up, I think, her 3rd foul, if not her 2nd. That's her 2nd. Okay, Gales still maintain control. So they're going to take it out underneath the Lions basket. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Ball comes into Palmer. Full court press here by the Lions. They get the ball across to Liv. Andrew. It passes intercepted by Schwen. She's coming down all the way into the lane. She loses control, manages to put the ball up, no good, and she's going to knock it out of bounds. That's going to be Gale basketball. 2:56. 5-point lead currently for the Lions, 32-27. Flaherty goes out. Schlins comes back in. Gale's looking to break the pass, trying for the long, or break the press, looking for the long passes. Problem is you've got a very fast Lion defense on this one. They inbound the ball to Larson. She gets it quickly over to Palmer. Palmer says, back off, everyone. We're going to run it. Lions back off. Picked up at half court now. Hill guarding Palmer. She comes down the left-hand side. Back to the top center. Gets it over in the corner to Huss. Huss puts up the three-pointer. In and out. No good. Rebound goes to Schwen. Schwen breakaway. She's coming down against Huss. Puts up, and it's good. She took it all the way down and sunk that basket. They're up now by 7. Full court press as the Gales come down. Palmer gets it across, breaks the time. Sitting at the top of the key, setting up the offense now. She comes down right-hand side, goes in for the layup. It's no good. Rebound goes to Lurson. Lurson goes to put the shot up. She's going to be fouled by Schwen, so she'll go to the line shooting 2. I think we're going to end up with Schwen's 3rd foul on that one. That is her 3rd foul. So Lurson goes to the line shooting 2. 34-27 Lion lead by 7 points here. And Lurson going to shoot 2. Lurson, 46.9% free throw shooter, hits the first one. 34-28. Gales down by 6. Substitutions coming in. Amble comes back in. Ainley comes back in. So we got Reiser, Ainley, Amble. Amble gets the rebound after the second shot misses. Here come the Lions setting up their offense. Quick pass down, goes to Reiser. Reiser gets it up top now to Thies. Thies works it on the right-hand side. Goes all the way to the left-hand side now, over to Hill. Hill comes top center. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Thies. Thies gets it inside to Amble, going up against Andrews. She works left-hand side, puts it in. Nice little scoop shot. It falls. 8-point lead for the Lions, 36-28. Palmer gets the ball to Schlins, who gets the ball to Lerson, makes it across the court, gets it to Andrew. Andrew all the way across to Huss. Three-pointer on the way. It's good. She hit that one. Left her wide open. Of course she's going to make that one. 36-31, 5-point lead for the Lions. As the Gales, again, work to get back into this game. Ainley comes down into the lane, gives it to Reiser, top of the key. Over to Hill. Hill gets it into Amble. Amble, couple of moves, trying to spin. She can't get anything, and they're going to call travel. She finally got called for that one. She doesn't agree, but we all do up here. Thought she traveled about 20 times before that as she took a lot of little micro steps. Finally call it. Gales get the ball. 36-31. Lions lead, 1:18 here in the third quarter. Both teams have 4 fouls, so next foul by either team is going to be a shooting foul. And here comes Palmer. Gets it across half court. She's picked up by Smith. Smith steals the ball right out of her hand. She's coming up quickly. Then Palmer gets the ball back from her. It goes out of bounds off of Smith. The Gales get the ball right back. They just decided they were both going to pickpocket each other. I tell you. Gales have possession, down by 5. A minute left here in the third quarter. Palmer casually working the offense as she's on the right-hand side. She comes to center, works it down. They're going to call travel as she moved her pivot foot before she got in place there. So, another turnover. 36-31, 5-point lead for the Lions. They have the ball. Ainley setting up the offense here for Clear Lake. She gets across the timeline over in the side here. Now, here comes Thies. Thies breaks right down into the lane, throws up a long, hard shot. Palmer gets the rebound, rips it right out of Thies' hands. She comes across the timeline. She's bumped by Ainley. No foul called. She's going to go down right-hand side. Passes it inside to Lerson. Lerson dribbles down, puts up the shot. It's good as she went into the lane. Hook shot underneath, about a 5-footer out there. It's a 3-point game now, 21 seconds. Ainley has the ball. She's, again, real quickly down the right-hand side of the lane. Gets the ball in. Crazy. Oh, that should never have gone, but it did. Berkeley Smith went down, just put up a desperation shot. It went. 8 seconds on the clock. Lerson coming down quickly. Drives in against Amble, puts up a shot. No good. And that was just a huge block by Palmer on that one after they tried to get the ball going. All right, that's third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go back to studio now. Gale basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Gale fans, I don't know about you, but I'm on the edge of my seat again. I do not need these games. They are not good for an old man like me. 38-33, Lions lead by 5. Gales went down. First possession, couldn't get it. Rebounded by the Lions. They come down. Jump ball goes up, and they get the ball. So it's loose right now. Andrew fighting Jepson. They call a jump ball on that one, and this time it's going to go to the Gales. So on the final one, when they called the jump ball, that was a tie-up between Amble and Horn. Horn went to the ground hard. She's out right now. Liv is in. So Andrew playing. She's playing with 3 fouls. Horn is playing with 4. Well, she's sitting with 4 right now. So Palmer has the ball. Right-hand side. Works it to center. Gets it over to Huss. Huss on the left-hand side. She comes back to center to Lurson. Lurson looking to set up the offense. Gets the ball to Palmer. Palmer comes down inside. She puts up a nice little jumper. No good. Rebound to Amble. She just jumped right over Andrew. No foul. Not clear. It was clean. She has the height advantage on that one. Oh, I would have thought that would have been a foul. But Jepson takes a 3-point shot, and it's good. No travel called, even though she took 17 steps. 33 for the Gales, 41 for Clear Lake. 8-point lead. Ball goes to Lurson in the bottom left-hand corner. Lurson trying to get it inside. Not there. Gets it to Huss. Huss picks up the dribble. Gets it to Andrew. Andrew gets the ball to Palmer. 15 on the shot clock. Palmer works it down the left-hand side. 3-pointer on the way. She's fouled hard on that one. She's going to go to the line shooting 3. That foul's going to go against Hill. Hill picks up her second foul, I believe. First foul of the night. All right, I'm very bad at counting. She's going to go shooting 3. So Palmer getting her first time at the line tonight. 62.5% free throw shooter. Gets to shoot 3 of them. By statistics, she should put in 2 of these 3. First shot is on the way and good. 41-34, 7-point lead for the Lions. Palmer sets up her second shot. It's on the way. Good. 41-35. Out goes Hill. In comes Smith. So we've got Smith, Ainley, Amble, Thies, and Jepson in for the Lions. Third shot. Good. And just knocked over Lurson. No foul called on that one, as Jepson just knocked her to the ground. Okay, Ainley has the ball. She's trying to come into the lane against Palmer. It's not there. Out top now to Thies. Thies works down the right-hand side. Ball, again, should have been a travel. She picked up the ball and missed. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Lynch gets the rebound for the Gales. 5-point lead for the Lions. 41-36. Gales have possession. 6:10 remaining here in the game. Palmer, crossover dribble. Nice spin move. She comes in, puts it up right by the free throw line. Rebounded on that one by Ainley. Great move on that one. Just couldn't get the shot to fall. Ainley, right to left, comes down the left-hand side. Gets it in the corner now to Smith. Smith comes over, puts it off to Jepson. 3-pointer on the way. Short. Nothing but air on that one. Shot clock didn't reset, thank heavens. They bring it back in. Here comes loud, crazy shot on that one. It's going to be put up by Ainley. She missed it. Ball going to go out of bounds off of her fingertips. Gales get the ball. Still down by 5, 41-36. More substitutions coming in as the Lions are going to end up with a timeout called here, folks. So go ahead and go back to studio. This is Gale Basketball on Sunday 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Games like this get me nervous, and when I'm nervous, I like to eat. And what do I like to eat? Peking Garden, ladies and gentlemen. Peking Garden of Fort Dodge offers a Chinese food buffet like no other. They have so many options. Spicy chicken, lo mein, crab ragoon. It's all so good. Open from 8 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday at 2510 Fifth Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Also, check them out on Facebook. Gales have the ball underneath. Ball is stolen away from Horn by Schwen. Schwen comes down quickly, gets the ball to Ainley. Ainley has the ball, top of the key for the Lions. Gets it back out to Schwen. Schwen breaks by a couple people, goes inside. She's rejected by Horn, out of bounds. They're going to call it off of Horn, even though, in my opinion, after Horn had it, Schwen knocked it out of bounds. But great defense by Horn. Lions get the ball, 23 seconds. Amble coming back in, Schwen going out. Gales got their starting five back in right now. Everybody playing for the Gales. Top of the key, get it to Amble. Amble gets the ball to Ainley. Ainley guarded by Palmer. Palmer, they work it inside now to Amble. Amble puts up a shot, no good. She's on the floor, but rebound goes to Reiser on that one. And they're going to call a push. I think they're going to get Schlins on the push on that one. Another push. Yep. So foul away from the ball. It's going to go underneath. 35 seconds on the shot clock for the Lions. 5 minutes here remaining in the game. Ball gets inbounded in to Jepson. In the quarter to Ainley. Ainley trying to get the ball. Gets it into Amble. Amble wants to work around Horn. Can't. Lurson comes in to help. She makes the nice move. Goes around. Can't get the ball to fall. Horn gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Palmer. Here we go. Gales. Time to pick this back up and bring that back within reach. 41-36. 5-point lead here for the Lions. Schlins has the ball, gets it to Horn, top of the key. Horn looks at Lurson trying to block, can't go in. Long shot off the backboard. It's a two-pointer, but Horn sinks it. It's a 3-point game, ladies and gentlemen. 41-38 Lions. Ainley brings the ball quickly up across court. She's the top of the key. Gets it to Smith. Smith working on the right-hand side against Schlins. Picks up her dribble, goes all the way across to Ainley. Ainley guarded by Palmer. Inside pass to Amble. Amble trying to do that move again. Puts it up. This time she gets it to fall over Horn. 5 points. 43-38. Palmer's going to bring the ball across. I'm very excited, folks. This is a great game right now. 4 minutes remaining. We want to thank Party Productions. Everything you need to customize your event. Party Productions is your premier destination of choice. From huge event tents to theatrical rentals to balloons and everything you need, including Melissa and Doug toys. There isn't much you can't find under their roof. The ball is on the ground for the Gales. I think they're going to end up calling a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to go to Clear Lake. So Gales are going to lose possession on this one. Chance to get within three, and they end up turning the ball over. We want to say thank you to Flooring America Design Center, your source for top-quality flooring, cabinets, and countertops in Fort Dodge. Explore their wide range of options in carpet from hardwood to tile and vinyl. Their experienced team provides expert installation and a satisfaction guaranteed. We do have a timeout on the floor, and rather than go back to studio, I got some from some of our sponsors for the broadcast tonight that we need to thank, and I haven't been reading a lot of them, so we're going to do that right now. I want to say thank you to Michael Boer, American Family Insurance. As your American Family Insurance agent, Michael Boer can offer you dependable auto, home, business, health, and life insurance, as well as other insurance products. See Michael Boer at American Family Insurance on Facebook today. CJ Bio of America is a global leader in animal nutrition and health. They are looking for motivated and talented individuals to join their growing team. If you are looking for competitive pay, amazing benefits, and being valued in the workplace, apply today at CJ Bio America's Facebook page. They are an equal opportunity employer. And Danielle Lynch at Farm Bureau Financial Services, they don't say two birds with one stone. They say two damages, one deductible. With Farm Bureau, if your home and auto are both damaged in one storm, you only pay one deductible. Talk to Danielle Lynch in Fort Dodge about the one deductible advantage. Give her a call at 515-955-1050 today. Fort Dodge Fiber. Register today for cutting-edge technology and lightning-fast broadband. It's really fast at FortDodgeFiber.com. Thank you very much to all of the sponsors of tonight's broadcast. Here come the Lions. Ainley down the right-hand side again, working against Lurson and Hush. She loses the ball, ends up getting it to Jepson. Jepson tries to get it back up top. Long pass. It's caught by Smith. Almost went over her head. She gets it back over to Ainley, right-hand side. She tries to drive in, swatted out of bounds. That's going to be off a Horn. Out of bounds. Lions get possession. 13 seconds on the shot clock. 5-point lead for the Lions. 3:32 remaining in the game. Ainley going to inbound. Definitely looking to get it to Amble. They get it to Jepson. Jepson rejected on that one again by Horn. That's another block for her. She is just all over the place. Tipping every ball left and right. You would think she loves waiters and waitresses the way she's been tipping them. Here we go. Inbound pass from Ainley. 11 seconds on the shot clock. They get it to Amble. Amble underneath, trying to work over Horn. She comes underneath, makes a move, and long pass to nobody. It goes out of bounds. That is a defensive turnover for the Gales. 5-point lead for the Lions. 43-38, 3:25 remaining in the game. If you're at home and you are not like on the edge of your seat, if your heart is not racing, then I'm not doing a good enough job, because this is the game of the season, in my opinion, folks. Here come the Gales. Palmer has the ball, working it left-hand side, gets it to Lurson. Lurson up to the top of the key. She works it over towards the right, comes into the lane. She's at the free throw line. Nobody there, gets it over to Horn. Horn comes in against Amble, makes her way in around her. Oh, nice move. Got it over Amble and in. It's a three-point game, 43-40. Here come the Lions. They get it to Ainley. Coach calls a play. I don't know what he called, but he said 5. So 5 is what they're calling on this one. They get it top now. Thies has the ball. Left-hand side. She's guarded by Huss. Over on the other side to Ainley on the right-hand side, guarded by Palmer. She's trying to get it inside to Amble. They do. Amble does her little spin move, goes up against Horn. It's no good. Horn gets the rebound. Here we go. Gales, 43-40. Lions lead, 2:33. Palmer brings the ball into play. She is picked up right away by Smith. She goes down in the corner to Horn. Horn working the right-hand corner. Gets it to Lurson a little bit higher up on the perimeter. Lurson comes to center and gives it to Schlinn. Schlinn's working the left-hand side. Pick set by Lurson. Back to Horn. Horn, three-pointer on the way. Off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound to Thies. Lions are going to bring the ball into play quickly. They decide to hold up and run their offense. Time is on their side, they're thinking, here with a 3-point lead, 40-30. Rough picks being set, and we get a timeout. With that timeout, we're going to go ahead and go back to studio, because I don't know if I can keep talking and read more commercials. So this is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The final 2 minutes of the game. The Lions have the ball as Amble brings the ball. Ainley brings the ball up across the timeline. She works it over to the left-hand side. Gets it to Smith, coming up around the perimeter. She gets it into a breaking Thies. Thies up against Horn. Outside now to Ainley. Three-pointer on the way. It's no good. Rebound to Palmer. Here comes Palmer. Here come the Gales. They get the ball to Lurson underneath. It's going to be off of Thies. She got in between that pass and knocked it out of bounds. So Gales are going to get the ball underneath their own basket. Amble's going to come in. Out is going to go probably Schwen. Yeah, Schwen's going to go out. Amble's coming in. Gales have the ball underneath their basket. 30 on the shot clock. Minute 36 in the game. They get it to Horn. Horn, 3-point range out there. She's not going to take it. She's going to get the ball. They get it to Huss. Outside. Bass is intercepted on that one. Kind of went right into the hands of Smith as they were trying to run a play for sure. Ainley has the ball. She's going to work a little time off the clock. She is working down the right-hand corner, coming up along the perimeter. They get the ball to Thies. Thies works up to the center. She's back at the logo, all the way across to Jepson. Jepson now on the right-hand side, guarded by Lurson. They get the ball over to Smith. Smith's going to come into the lane, picks up her dribble, passes over to Thies. Now goes back to Jepson. Jepson back to Smith. They are definitely running the clock down. 6 seconds on the clock. And no, you don't understand. They got to shoot it. That's a shot clock violation. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Shot clock violation. Gales get the ball back, 43-40. They didn't realize it didn't hit the rim, so they were just dilly-dallying around down there, and there was 3 seconds on the shot clock. Gales have the ball, 53 seconds left, 43-40. Lions in the lead right now. Oh, my goodness gracious. If you could see my face right now, it is as red as an apple, probably, like a Red Delicious. It's just crazy. We want to say thank you to Jaden Electric, qualified electricians that can accomplish projects both big and small. They offer everything from 24-hour electrical service and repair to design build in Iowa. They're a family-owned company who care about quality and customer service. Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Choosing items for your home should be a fun and creative experience. At Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths, the beautifully displayed kitchens and baths can inspire you to bring your space one step closer to reality. Located on South 22nd Street in Fort Dodge. Remember to stick around after the game here tonight, folks. We will have the Daniel Tire post-game show and the Sports Page player of the game, Daniel Tire. For 100 years, Daniel Tire has been the place to go for tires and automotive service in Fort Dodge. If you need tires replaced, Daniel Tire has the replacement tire to fit your needs from the brands you trust. Stop by and see them at 520 First Avenue South in Fort Dodge. That'll be the Daniel Tire post-game show, along with the player of the game, and that's going to be a doozy to pick tonight because we have had some great play by some, pardon my cough, ladies and gentlemen, some great players tonight. I think this is going to come down to the very end and then deciding who's going to win and who's going to get player of the game. All right. So I'm trying to catch my breath. I'm trying to bring my blood pressure back down. I'm trying to be calm, cool, and collected so I can call a good game for you. Palmer has the ball, works it down the right-hand side. She gets it to Haas. Three-pointer on the way. No good, but Horn got the rebound. She puts it up. No good. She gets the rebound again, puts it up. Not there. They're going to call on the ground foul. So they're going to call a foul, I think, on Amble. That'll be her fourth. She wasn't in the act of shooting, they said. 35 seconds on the shot clock, 40 seconds on the game clock. Gales trail by 3. They get a reset time shot clock on this one. Got to get that ball in. They do. Schlins has it. She's working on the right-hand side. Give it to Huss. Huss gets it over to the left-hand side. Kind of lost the handle on that one. They're going to call a foul on Thies on that one. So Thies is going to pick up another foul. 32 seconds left on the arm. That'll reset the shot clock, but they can't reset the shot clock. There's only 32 seconds left, folks. So 32 seconds. 3-point game. Gales have the ball. Substitution coming in. In comes Hill. Out goes Thies. 3 fouls for the Lions. They have 1 foul to give before you go into the line. They may even want you going to the line. Horn gets the ball on the inbound pass. She's guarded by Amble. She's going to drive into the lane. She comes in, puts up the shot. She is fouled, so she's going to go to the line shooting 2. They're going to call the foul on Amble. That should be her 5th. Yes, it is. Amble should be out. I believe that will be her 5th foul. No, that's only her 4th. 3rd? Oh, come on. She's had way more than that. Unless I can't count. All right, shots on the way. First free throw is good. It's a 2-point game, 43-41, 26 seconds on the clock right now. Gales have 4 fouls to give. Well, 3 before the shooting foul. So, we got timeout called here. Something's going on. Substitutions in. So Jade Brock just came in. Schlins is out. They want someone who has fouls to give, and Flaherty is in also. I think they know what they're supposed to do here. So Horn, second shot on the way, and it's good. It's a 1-point game. 26 seconds remaining. Here come the Gales. Full court press as they're going to work. Lost the ball. That is a complete turnover. Schwinn just lost the ball right out in front of the Gale bench. This is crazy. Everybody is insane. It's a 1-point game, 21 seconds, and Clear Lake just lost the ball. Oh, we got a timeout. Let's go back to studio. This is Gale basketball and Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Apologize because there's no way I am doing this game justice. It is incredible. 43-42. Lions lead, but the Gales have the ball. 21 seconds remaining here in the game. Inbound pass coming in now for the Gales. They get the ball to Huss. Ball's in play. She's going to come, gets it over to Lurson on the right-hand side. Working the perimeter. She gets it back to Palmer. Palmer making to look the inside. Not there. She comes across. No foul call, but it's going to be off of Ainley on that one, so out of bounds on Ainley. 9 seconds remaining. Dribbled off of her foot as Palmer was trying to make the play. They get the ball into Horn. Horn underneath. Couple of steps. She puts it up. Ball is no good. It's loose on the ground and goes out of bounds off of Horn. No foul called as she was incredible. She goes in and she got hammered by someone. Ball goes out of bounds. They called out of bounds on her. No foul. She's not going to the line. They're down by 1. Lions have the ball. 43-42 lead. We've got another timeout. We'll go back to studio. That's a full timeout here. So Gale basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Clear Lake had 6 players run on the court, and the ref told them instead of letting... Oh, that should have been a technical, folks. Foul on that. As soon as they get the ball in, foul on Lurson. 3.9 seconds. Totally should have been a technical. Ref didn't have... Oh. That is twice the refs have totally let Clear Lake get set up and not let the ball go into play. That is beyond frustrating to me. They had 6 people run out. Here comes the ball into play. Fouled instantly by Lurson. 2.6. That's only the 3rd foul. They got 2 more before they're shooting. I don't know if they're going to get this, folks. Even if they do, that's going to be a lot of time off the clock to get that point back. I am still upset about that technical that wasn't there. That was ridiculous. All right, ball gets inbounded, and they call a foul, 1.1, but they still got 1 foul to live. Look, folks, this game, unfortunately, this is going to go down. Gales are going to lose 43-42 regardless, because with 1.1 second, they aren't going to be able to get a foul, get the shot, get the ball into play, and make a three-pointer. It's just not going to happen. You cannot ask for more from these players. They have given everything. There's nothing left in their tanks. They have given 100% all game. Unless they intercept this pass and get it up and in, that's it. That's the game. Inbound came in to Jepson. Clear Lake wins 43-42. Well, that's it, folks. We're going to go ahead and go into postgame. This is Gale basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Welcome back, Gale fans. Right now on the floor, they are recognizing Coach Kokendorfer at the
Coach Wooden believed there was true success was built in 5 essential
his
pillars:
compadres
education,
in the state.
longevity,
One coach per year per state gets
service,
that.
and excellence.
So congratulations to Coach Kokendorfer. Final year coaching not recognized.
You have devoted yourself to teaching and developing others.
Let's talk statistics.
You have
All right,
remained
we'll start with the
steadfast over
major
time,
statistic, and that is one
making
very,
lasting
very,
impact
very
on countless
stressed out and out of breath announcer. So I apologize. Okay, so it was a good game. It was everything it was basically promised to be. Gales lose by 1 point, 42-43. It just came down to the fact that, in the end, they didn't foul in the fourth quarter and had to give 4 fouls before they shot and didn't have enough time to do it. And, man, that's one of those times where not fouling ends up hurting you. Okay, so statistics. Who had what for the Gales? For the Gales, 4 players scored tonight, or 3 players, all 5 starters scored. And that was it for scores. We had 4 points for Sophia Schlins, 3 points for Olivia Huss, 7 points for Anna Larson, and 11 points for Chloe Palmer. And tonight's player of the game brought to you by Sports Page Bar and Grill in Fort Dodge, where you can bring out the entire family to enjoy your favorite teams. They have 44 flat-screen TVs. You can enjoy your favorite meal and drink while you enjoy the game at Sports Page Bar and Grill in Fort Dodge. And that's 17 points, 13 rebounds to Eden Horn. And I don't know how many blocks she had, but I'm going to say she had at least 3, possibly 4 blocks on the evening. One was called a foul early on, and again, bunk, in my opinion, because the same thing happened down on the other end, and amazingly, it wasn't a foul. So, for the Lions, of course, Ashley Amble, she had 18 points, and she had 8 rebounds. So, Eden won the battle of the rebounds. Amble won the battle of the points. But Amble also got to go to the line a couple more times than Eden did. And she was 6 of 8. And Eden was 5 of 6. So nice shooting. Told you that Eden had been working on that all year. So she shot over 80% of her free throws tonight. Made those. In the end, we had 25 rebounds. Clear Lake had 25. We made 77% of our free throws. They made 73. They got to shoot 15. We got to shoot 13. So you could say all these different things ended up being the difference. We had 4 3-pointers. They had 2 3-pointers. So we had the advantage there. But in the end, all it comes down to is that scoreboard. So that score, 43-42. Gales go down in defeat against Clear Lake, which is a heck of a team. It just wasn't meant to be tonight, folks. Just wasn't meant to be. Kind of nice right now. What happens is a bunch of players are coming out, old players for Coach Kokendorfer. All the way back, I see Craig Schlins. That would be one of the older players. Joe Kuhlman, Denny Stuckey, Corey Bargfried. I see Evan Larson. How many out there did you recognize? That's amazing out there. A lot of the players out there. I think we're going to look at the class of 2000, well represented. But then you do have, like, Craig Schlins' class. So it looks like he's got a couple 3 from his grade also. So congratulations to Coach as they get out there. Well-deserved award, well-deserved career. That's going to do it here on the post-game show. Like we said, Eden Horn, player of the game. Thank you, Sports Page, for doing that. And that's going to be the Daniel Tyer post-game show. We'll go ahead and start right in on the pre-game show after a couple of announcements. This is Gale Basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Boys basketball coach Adolph Kokendorfer, and you're listening to your home for Gales boys basketball, Sunny 99.7.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by Peking Garden, Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Michael Booer American Family Insurance, Loffersweiler, Appliance Plus Furniture and Mattress, Stone Creek Landscape and Nursery, and Danielle Lynch at Farm Bureau Financial Services. And now, here's Lance Lennon.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show on Sunny 99.7. My name's Lance Lennon. Brock Freeman's back in the studio working the board. And next to me, keeping stats as always, brother-in-law Robin. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. The Gales were back in action last night where they were absolutely dismantling the Pocahontas Indians in a 95-55 victory. It was a game where the Gales' transition offense was simply too fast and too physical for the Indians to contain. St. Edmond turned a competitive start into a runaway track meet, utilizing their superior rebounding and season-high shooting night to cross the 80-point mark for the third time in 5 games. The Twin Towers were once again the story, led by clinical performances from Hunter Horn, who dropped 33 points on the Indians while pulling down 7 rebounds, and Jacob Koopman, who was a force in the paint, getting a double-double with 10 rebounds and 10 points. Carson Bargfried was the ultimate floor spacer, knocking down 3 triples to finish with 19 points. Orchestrating the entire masterpiece was Jack McElroy, who put up 7 points and 9 assists. Consistently, he found the open man and pushed the pace to keep the Pocahontas area on their heels for all 32 minutes. We didn't have the opportunity to get together with Adolph Kokendorfer today. Schedules didn't match up. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about this evening's game against Clear Lake. And tonight's pregame is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by CJ Bio of America, Plum Supply Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, Jaden Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, along with Sports Page Bar and Grill. Once again, here's Lance Lennon.
Welcome back, everybody, to the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show on Sunny 99.7. This evening, the St. Edmond Gales are prepared for a heavyweight North Central Conference battle as they play host to the Clear Lake Lions. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. The 17-2 Gales enter tonight's contest with their confidence through the roof following back-to-back scoring clinics. Hunter Horn continues to be a dominant force, averaging 26.9 points on a remarkably efficient 56.9% from the field, and he's now dangerous from deep, shooting 36% from behind the arc. Carson Bargfried has been an effective perimeter shooter at 13.8 points per game, while Jacob Koopman provides that steady interior presence, shooting over 58%. Jack McElroy is dishing out 6.5 assists per game with a nearly 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio, ensuring that the Gales get a high-quality look on almost every trip down the floor. And Grant Gallus has an effective field goal percentage of 55.3% and is shooting 76.5% from the charity stripe. With bench players like Ty Miracle and Logan Hansen adding to the depth, the Gales are looking ready for postseason play. The 15-1 Clear Lake Lions bring a very disciplined and high IQ brand of basketball to Fort Dodge tonight. They're led by junior Jackson McIntyre, who's an incredibly efficient scorer at 14.3 points per game while shooting a blistering 44.4% from three-point range. The Lions feature a balanced attack with Carson Reiser and Trevor Theobald, both averaging double figures. Perhaps the biggest challenge the Lions present is their playmaking. Trevor Theobald boasts a staggering 4.8 assist to turnover, and Luke Furman isn't far behind at 3.0. This is a team that simply does not beat themselves and shares the ball as well as anyone in the conference. For the Gales to be successful tonight, they have to use their size to disrupt Clear Lake's rhythm. The Lions don't have a single player averaging over 5.1 rebounds, whereas Horn, 9 rebounds a game, and Koopman at 8.8 have the ability to completely own the glass. If the Gales can dominate the boards and force the Lion guards into uncharacteristic turnovers, they can prevent Clear Lake from playing their preferred half-court game. That's going to do it for the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and the opening tip-off. This evening's basketball pregame show on Sunny 99.7 is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
When you go to St. Ed's, you got to buy into something bigger than yourself, and that's our faith, right? That's why we go to a Catholic school here. And the great thing about Coach K is when you play for Coach K, when you play basketball for the Gales, He gets all these guys behind us here to buy in something bigger than themselves, and that's the team. And from 1995, you see Matt Jansen and Tony Lawler here from the class of 1995, coach's first team, to Hunter Horn and Carson Bartenfried on this great team that we have here tonight. Every one of them, when you watch a Coach K team play, you know you're getting a team. People that have bought into something bigger than themselves. And that's no small task. And the best gift, I think, that this team and this crowd give Coach K is a win
They are
tonight.
having an awards
It's for
assembly
Coach K
here
to
for
write
Coach
off
K.
one great last
He's
year.
got a Blitzen
Go
Award and as
Gales.
well as a plaque for his career here at St. Edmond. A lot of old players on the court, and we've got players from his first team in 1995 all the way up to the current team. There's still other players still in the stands. A couple of players have said a couple of things, and so we haven't even started warm-up yet. We got 15 minutes still before the game actually takes place. So tonight's pregame show, the one that you just heard, is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Businesses, get your custodial supplies and equipment, including cleaning chemicals, paper products, and vacuums, and floor scrubbers from Central Iowa Distributing, serving Fort Dodge for over 40 years. We want to say thank you tonight for online streaming, brought to you by Mitch Lund State Farm Insurance in Fort Dodge. Contact Mitch at 515-576-4171 today for life, home, business, and auto insurance. Mitch can also help you regarding mutual funds, investments, and annuities. Get a free quote. Also, go check out the website, golund.com. That is golund with 2 N's.com. This evening's game can be found at yourfortdodge.com, Alexa, TuneIn app, and iHeartRadio. So thank you very much to Mitch Lund for tonight's audio streaming. And, folks, we are, once again, video streaming. You can catch us on the YouTubes. Video stream is presented by Trailhead CPAs and Advisors in Fort Dodge. Video can be seen on our YouTube channel, Sunny Facebook page, and you can also find the links on our website, yourfortdodge.com. And this is all made possible by Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. The video stream scoreboard is brought to you by Kesterson Realty. When you need to buy or sell a home, business, or acreage, Kesterson Realty should be your first and last call. The professionals at Kesterson Realty ensure that every deal is easy, taking the stress out of buying and selling real estate. Tonight's Spotlight Player brought to you by Jessica Miracle. Jessica Miracle at Farm Bureau Financial Service reminds you that the students you see tonight are more than just what you see on the court. Today's Spotlight Player for the boys is Jacob Nealon. Jacob's favorite teacher is Mr. McDermott. His favorite food is steak. Favorite TV show is Landman. His favorite music is country, and he says his biggest supporters are his parents. Thank you to Jessica Miracle, your Farm Bureau financial agent in Fort Dodge, for bringing us this player spotlight. Well, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have another well-anticipated matchup between the Gales and the Lions. Girls went down with a 1-point loss in a game for the ages. They are going to end, not end, but got one more game left in the season, but they fall to 14-5, while the Lion ladies, they go up to 17-3. But right now, the Gale guys, who are coming in here at 17-2, are playing against the Clear Lake, who is, I got to remember off the top of my head, I'm not so good at that. I'll just try and find it here real quick. Sorry about this, folks. Nothing like dead air. I'm going to keep talking like this. There we go. 17-2 for the Gales, 15-1 for the Lions. One of the two losses for the Gales, that was Clear Lake early in the season. And again, the second one to Bishop Garrigan, and that was a close game up in Algona. This one tonight looks to be another matchup, hopefully, one that will be a little less stressful than the first one, but probably will be equally as stressful. We want to say thank you to Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating. Since 1989, they've specialized in new construction, remodeling, and repair in the Fort Dodge area and across Iowa. They're fully licensed crews prepared to tackle any plumbing and heating job that is thrown their way. They offer free estimates and inexpensive service calls. Thank you, Riley Armstrong, for your sponsorship of tonight's broadcast. Well, folks, we're going to go ahead and go back to studio. This is going to be a nice long commercial break, so, if you got to go to the bathroom, you want to make yourself a sandwich, as long as it might be, you might be able to actually prepare yourself a pizza. So, this is Gale Basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort & Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Gentlemen, Gale basketball here in tonight's doubleheader. Second game, the guys taking on the Clear Lake Lions. You know, those of you that know me, you know I'm not a little guy. I stand about 6'3", 6'4", depending on which shoes I'm wearing. And I don't often look at high school basketball players and say, holy cow, those guys are tall. But as I went down to get opening lineups from the Clear Lake coaches, I was standing next to some of their players, and I was like, holy cow, these guys are tall. They're a big team. They are a 3A school without a doubt. Not we're not talking Valley. We're not talking Dowling. We're talking, Clear Lake, Iowa, but they are tall and big. And it's not something you run into a lot, especially in Iowa basketball. Every now and then you get a team that has a couple of big guys, but it'll be fun to watch. And Horn is as tall as their tallest guy. Yeah, almost. But size-wise, they're also a little thicker. I think that's the term I will use. So it's one of those fun times where you're going to see a very good matchup here tonight. As far as the crowd goes, man, if you are at home, you're probably one of the 3 remaining people out there. I think everybody is actually here. This is very reminiscent. I've been around Fort Dodge for a while now, been around St. Ed. This is where I started my teaching career. And it would have been the winter of 98, I think, when, 99. Would have been the winter of 99, and the Gales were playing Iowa Falls. That was the year they had Mike Collison on that team, or Nick Collison, pardon me. And this gymnasium was packed to the gills. And matter of fact, it was still the old wood bleachers. It wasn't even these nice newer bleachers. That's how it is tonight. I'm talking standing room only. If you are not here, you are the energy is incredible. And it was just like that for the girls' game. When it got close towards the end, these are the kind of games you remember going to. These are the kind of games that you look forward to going to. A Friday night in winter in Iowa, and you're packed into a gymnasium, and it's warm, and you're like, I still got my coat, and I want to take my coat off. And it was incredible. And this is the kind of thing that these kids are going to remember. I mean, when they look back on high school and their basketball career, they will remember tonight. Those girls losing by 1 point, they're not going to forget that. These guys looking for redemption tonight after losing to Clear Lake early in the season, they're not going to forget this. And the fans will remember this. It's just those things. Like I said, I remember the Iowa Falls game, and that was quite a while ago, and I'm not a young pup anymore. So we still have quite a bit of time here. Like I said, they had a ceremony for Coach K that took a little longer than most of us thought it would. So the beginning of the warm-up stuff just started. There's still 6.5 minutes left in warm-up. I'm not going to take you back to commercial. I think we're doing okay on commercials. We played a whole bunch of them there. But I do want to say thank you to a couple of our sponsors that help bring this broadcast to you. All year long, these people have made sure that if you're sitting at home, you have the opportunity to hear this on the radio. You know, the airwaves, they're free for you. You can just tune in and listen and pick it up, and you can listen on your radio, listen in your car. You can listen to this game, and hopefully I bring it to you. Hopefully you feel like this is something I'm a part of also. But these sponsors are the ones that make that happen, and that's like Community Health Center. Community Health Center in Fort Dodge, with locations in Fort Dodge, Mason City, Dayton, and Eagle Grove. They offer medical, dental, and behavioral health services for patients of all ages. Their caring staff is committed to your well-being and getting you back to feeling like yourself. People like Lindsay Simpson, she helps us out, brings this broadcast to you. So Lindsay Simpson, American Family Insurance in Fort Dodge. You need to trust your insurance needs to Lindsay Simpson at American Family Insurance in Fort Dodge. Ask her about handling your property, life, vehicle, or farm and ranch insurance today. Contact Lindsay at 515-855-7000 and get a free quote. Check her out on Facebook at LYNSEY Simpson, American Family Insurance. And, of course, Sports Page Bar and Grill. Sports Page bring out the entire family to enjoy your favorite teams. They have 44 flat-screen TVs, and you can enjoy your favorite meal and drink while you enjoy the game at Sports Page Bar and Grill in Fort Dodge. Maybe while watching those flat screens, you can eat the chicken wing flats. Those are my favorites. I like the flats over the drummies. You probably don't care, but that's just one of those things. I read a flat and I think about it. And Fort Frenzy Godfathers, it's all fun and games at Fort Frenzy, complete with attractions, pizza buffet, and an arcade. And there's something fun for all members of the family located on First Avenue South in Fort Dodge. However, I don't think they're pretty busy tonight. I think everybody's here at this game. So that's all right. Thank you, Fort Frenzy. And the last one I want to say thank you to here, before we actually get into the game and get some commercial breaks, I want to say thank you to Kemna Auto of Fort Dodge. Test drive one of their all-new electric vehicles, Kemna Auto of Fort Dodge at 10 South 25th Street, driven to serve, powered by you. We are going to have starting lineups, and tonight's starting lineups, of course, those are brought to you by Kingsgate Insurance. They design insurance and solutions specifically for you. Working with you, they will identify solutions that protect you against risk, suit your budget, and give you peace of mind. That's how you can expect to be treated when you work with Kingsgate Insurance downtown in Fort Dodge. I talk about it all the time. They're in the old trolley center downtown. They're no longer at the Kingsgate Center. So thank you very much for them for having our opening lineups. So let's get to our opening lineups. Who is going to be playing ball tonight to start this game? We'll start with the Clear Lake Lions. Again, we talked about them coming in 15-1 tonight. Starting for them, they have number 5, a junior forward standing 6'2", Jackson McIntyre. Number 11, a senior guard at 6'1", Trevor Theobald. Wearing number 13, a senior guard standing 6'1", Luke Furman. A 6-foot junior guard wearing number 23, Carson Reiser. And a senior forward standing 6'4", number 33, Max Larson. The Lions are coached by Jeremy Ainley, assisted by Michael Oyman, Jody Turner, Tim Meyer, and Trent Trask. And now for our Gales. The Gales, the usual starting lineup for the Gales tonight, as they come in tonight with a 17-2 record. There's going to be starters are number 5, captain Jacob Koopman, a senior forward at 6'2". Another co-captain wearing number 10, senior guard at 6 foot tall, Jack McElroy. Senior guard at 6'1", wearing number 12, Grant Gallus. The final co-captain, number 34, senior forward, standing 6'5", that's Hunter Horn. And wearing number 42, senior guard, standing 6'2", Carson Bargfried. The Gales of Coach are coached. The Gales, of course, are coached by Adolf Kokendorfer, assisted by Pat O'Rourke and Mitchell Rasmussen. Well, those are our starting lineups, folks. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're going to have the opening tip-off. The tip-off tonight is going to be brought to you by North Central Occupation Medical and Walk-In Clinic. Get immediate help regarding illnesses, physicals, workers' comp injuries, drug screens, cosmetic Botox injections, and weight loss management. They are the Walk-In Clinic north of the fire station in Fort Dodge. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we got about 2 minutes before tip-off. We're going to go ahead and go back to studio for the final commercial break before we come back for some live Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Sportsmanship is the #1 priority of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. Please join tonight's officials, players, and coaches in demonstrating outstanding sportsmanship throughout the contest. As a reminder, all preschool through 5th grade students must sit with a parent or guardian during the game. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, let's introduce tonight's starting lineups. First for the Lions, a junior wearing number 5, Jackson McIntyre. And for the Gales, a senior wearing number 5. For the Lions, a senior wearing number 11, Trevor Theobald. And for the Gales, a senior wearing number 10, Jack. For the Lions, the senior number 13, Luke Harmon. And for the Gales, the senior wearing number 12, Brent Gallis. For the Lions, the junior wearing number 23, Carson Reiser. For the Gales, the senior wearing number 34, Hunter Owens. For the Lions, the senior wearing number 33, Larson. And for the Gales, the senior wearing number 42, Carson Martin. The Lions, the senior wearing number 80, assisted by Michael Holtzman, John Turner, Tim Myers, Tim Pratt. The Gales are coached by legendary coach Tatum Parker, assisted by legendary assistant coach Matt O'Rourke, and then the last
ladies and gentlemen, it's basketball time. Tip on that one was gotten by Jacob Koopman. Gales went down for a quick shot attempt. They missed it, rebounded by the Lions, and here they come. Ball's on the floor right now, and they're going to get that a tie-up as they tried to drive into the lane. That would have been McIntyre. He loses the handle, and they get a jump ball because Koopman got the first jump. Possession arrow went to Clear Lake. They're going to get it. 24 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to bring it out underneath their own hoop. 0-0 here, 7:41, as we've got the matchup. Inbound pass here. 5 seconds. He couldn't get the ball in. That's another defensive turnover. Oh, the first defensive turnover for the Gales. So McIntyre tried to come in the lane. He got held up. They couldn't get the ball in. That is just a great start for the Gales. McElroy here brings the ball up across half court. He's working left, right. He comes down, spin move. He's at all the way across to Gallus, left-hand side. Gallus brings it back up top. Looks to get an inbounds pass to Bargfried. Bargfried working down the left. Gets it up a little higher to Horn. Horn driving in. Baseline. Gives it underneath to Koopman. Actually, it was supposed to go to Gallus. Went through his hands into Koopman's. He put it up. Right-hand side. 6-foot jumper. Good. 2-0 Gales. Quickly, the Lions bring it down to Reiser. Reiser goes all the way across. Now it's in the hands of Furman. Three-pointer on the way. No good. McElroy gets the rebound. Gales bring the ball up across the timeline. He comes top of the key. Gives it to Gallus. Gallus working the right-hand side. They give it to Koopman in the corner. Koopman works it. Goes baseline. Passes it outside to Bargfried. Three-pointer on the way. It's good. 5-0 Gales, 6:47. They want this, and the crowd wants this. Here we come with the Lions. They get the ball up top now in the hands of McIntyre. Over to the left-hand side to Furman. Back up top, and that's going to be Reiser. Reiser works it back to Thurman. Furman back over to the left-hand side. That's Theobald. Theobald, couple of dribbles. He tries to come into the lane. Can't get there. Horn kicks the ball. It's out of bounds. They don't call the kick, but it's out on Hunter. So that's going to be Lion ball. Correct. They got 15 seconds on the shot clock, and they're going to take the ball out down on the baseline over there. Not right under the hoop, but over close to that rowdy fish tank. If you've ever been here at the Gale Gymnasium, the student body they call the fish tank, and they are here tonight. It's a whiteout as they're all over there in white. Here they come. Lions get the ball to the outside. Now it's back up top. It's in the hands of Reiser. Three-pointer. Long one on the way. Off the backboard. No good, but rebounded on that one by Furman. He gets it back out top. Here comes Reiser. Reiser, another shot. No good. He gets his own. No, it's loose on the ground. It's still there. Horton picks up the rebound. Gales have the ball. 5-0. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Bargfried gets the ball. Right-hand side. Picks up his dribble. Gives it top of the key to Horn. Horn going up against McIntyre. They get it to Koopman. Koopman working the left-hand side of the perimeter. He comes in, gets near the lane, loses the handle, gets it to Furman. Furman takes the ball. He's coming down quickly. He is going to be stripped by Gallus, but they're going to call Gallus on the reach on that one. Great defense as he came up from behind. They both tripped over each other, so that definitely is a foul. I will agree with that call 100%. Resets the shot clock, 35 seconds. 5:49 remaining here in the first quarter. Gales up 5-0. Ball now to Larson. Larson gets it over to Theobald. Theobald working the left-hand side. Gets it down in the corner to Furman. Furman being guarded by Bargfried. He goes down baseline. Pick set on that one. Nothing doing. Bargfried gets through it. Larson has the ball again. Back over to the right-hand side. This is Theobald. Theobald tries to go baseline. He's met by Horn. Shot is up. No good, but he gets his own rebound. Outside, back to the top of the key. Three-pointer on the way. Blocked by Koopman, pardon me. Second shot is up. No good. That was Larson. Got his own rebound on that one. He missed it. Horn got the rebound. Here come the Gales. Horn gets it to Bargfried. Three-pointer on the way again. Off the rim. No good. Rebound is loose. Koopman gets the rebound. Gives it to Horn, who's in the lane. Comes in. Layup missed, but he gets a foul. No, they call him for the charge on that one. Oh, that's incredible. Nobody had position. The ball was loosing around, and they call a charge. He wasn't even the underneath guy. Again, you just kind of want calls to go the other way. So Gales now have 2 fouls. Clear Lake has none. All right, so Gales are up 5-0. They got the ball quickly down. Reiser takes the ball, puts it into the hands of McIntyre. McIntyre, three-pointer over to the side to Larson. Three-pointer on the way, he makes it. Gales lead 5-3, 4:45 left. Gallus has the ball. He comes down left-hand side, outside to Bargfried. Bargfried dribbles it up. Oh, nice handling on that one. He saw Horn break. He was going to pass, but Horn cut and didn't look, and he managed to control the ball and hold it. Horn has the ball left-hand side. He works down the line. Pass is intercepted as he tried to get it up top, and that's going to get to Theobald. Theobald quickly gets it down, but McElroy gets there and interrupts that pass. Nice defense. It goes out of bounds off McElroy, but they don't get the fast break on that play. 5-3, Gales lead, 4:23 remain here in the first quarter. We got a lot of action going. We got a substitution coming in. Inbound for is Larson. Out for the Lions is going to be Reiser. Gales still playing their top five, their starting five. All right. Ball gets inbound Theobald. He's going to work it to the top of the key. Guarded by McElroy, giving him a little bit of room. They get to McIntyre. McIntyre down in the corner now to Theobald. Theobald tries to get it inside. He gets it inside now. Larson, a couple of back steps. Shot on the way by the other Larson. No good. Gallus gets the rebound, and they're going to call a reach on Max Larson on that one. Gallus had the ball. He tried to grab him around, and, of course, that's going to be a reach. That's the first team foul on Clear Lake. 4 minutes here in the first quarter. McElroy's going to inbound the ball. Clear Lake looks like they're playing a 2-3 zone. Maybe man. Yep, they've switched over. They're playing man. They get the ball over to Gallus. Gallus left-hand side. Tries to get it into Horn. Ball is loose and bouncing around. Gallus picks it up. He gets into the lane. Outside the Bargfried. Short jumper on the way. Not short, but about a 20-footer. Two-pointer. Good. Gales are up by 4. 7-3. 3:39. Here comes Theobald. Brings the ball up. Gets it over to the older Larson. Larson throws the ball in the corner. Gets it to Reiser. Pardon me, that's not Reiser. That's Watkins. Watkins didn't see him come in. Now it's to the younger Larson. Younger Larson working up against Horn. He puts a nice spin move, misses the shot. Bargfried gets the rebound, gets it to Koopman, who has it all the way down court real quick. Top of the key now. Three-pointer on the way by Bargfried. Another one is good. That is 10-3. Gales are up, and of course, Clear Lake's going to call a timeout as the Gales lead 10-3 with 3:12 left in the first. This is Gale basketball on Sunny 99.7, your FortDodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Come back, Gale fans. 3:12 remaining here in the first quarter. Gale's up by 7, 10-3, as they are pretty much wanting to work their offense and show the Lions what they got tonight. Crowd is rambunctious. Gales are rambunctious. I'm probably pretty rambunctious. Inbound pass gets to Theobald. He's going to bring it up across the center, but he's picked up by McElroy. They get the ball to the younger Larson. He drives up against Horn. They pass the ball off to McIntyre. Comes down the right-hand side. He's blocked slightly by Horn. He misses the shot. McElroy gets the rebound on that one. Pass comes over to Horn, down in the corner to Miracle. Miracle on the right-hand side. Gets it up top now to McElroy. McElroy looking to run the offense. Gets it to Bargfried, cutting down. He drives into the lane. He is pushed around. No foul called. McIntyre ends up with the ball. He gets it to the younger Larson in the corner to Theobald. Theobald three-pointer on the way. Off the rim, no good. Horn with the rebound. Outlet to Miracle. Miracle working left-hand side. Gets it back to Horn, who's at the top of the key. Gets it over to Bargfried. Bargfried working the left-hand side. Back to Miracle. Over to McElroy on the right-hand side. Corner to Horn. Three-pointer on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Theobald. Quickly across the half court. He's going to set up the offense. Tries to drive down the left-hand side of the lane. He gets in there. Ball stripped loose. Miracle picks it up. Gets it to Horn. Horn is going to get caught. Bound up. He's going to get a foul. That's going to be Theobald running right into him. So that's going to be the second team foul. That's going to be Theobald's first foul on this one. So 2-2. Gale still up by 7. 10-3. 2 minutes left. Miracle goes out. Gallus comes back in. Line change basically as 3 players coming in now for the Lions. Same thing. They're going to run a lot of players. We talked about this. I talked about this with a lot of people. You know, the second 4 or 5 for the Lions would probably be starting at any other school also. They just have a deep bench, and I think that's their goal is to tire up the Gales. But the Gales are playing on adrenaline. Horn puts up a 20-footer. It's good. 2 points just inside the three-point line. Here come the Gales. 12-3, the Lions. The top of the key. The ball is now in the hands of Court, and they call underneath. Player control foul. They're going to call Bargfried with the push on that one. Had a little bit of chippiness going on there. It looks like Bargfried's going to pop out. Miracle's going to come in. So that was his first foul. This will be the third team foul. Minute 52 remains in the quarter. Lions get a reset on the shot clock. They get the ball into McIntyre underneath. He gets the ball, goes in for the layup, makes it. 12-5, Gales up by 7. McElroy comes down the right-hand side, spreads out the defense. Now they give it to Miracle, top of the key, back over to McElroy. Top of the key to Horn. He comes in, free throw, shot up, and good. Nice jumper. He had that one from the second he got the ball. 14-5. He knew what he wanted to do. He did it. Ball now is to Ort. Ort's at the top of the key. Gets it over to McIntyre. Left-hand side, guarded by Koopman. We're going to call an illegal foul block on that one. That's going to be, I believe, on... Going to call that one on Younger Larson. That's a player control foul. So that's the third team foul on the Lions. Gales get the ball up by 9, 14-5. Kokendorfer animated down on the bench, not yelling. He's just animated, talking to Bargfried there, saying, don't worry, you'll get back in. And he told him a little bit of help. He's just doing the coaching thing. All right, here comes Horn. Horn has the ball, right-hand side, all the way across to the left-hand side. Here comes back right in the, oh, nice move as he goes in the lane. Doesn't make the shot, but he gets the foul. He's going to go to the line shooting 2. They're going to call the foul on that one. That's going to be on Furman. Furman's first foul. That's the 4th team foul, but McElroy's going to go to the line shooting 2. McElroy is only a 50% free throw shooter, but that's only because he hasn't shot a lot of free throws. I remember like some of those big games last year. He was ice on the line, and that's what he was right there. First shot is up and good. When it comes down to it, that's what he's got running through his veins, ice. All right. Setting up, we got a substitution. All the starters back in now for the Gales. Bargfree, Gallus, Horn, McElroy, and Koopman. Second shot is up. Oh, every inch of the rim, and it goes in. Gales up now by 11, 16-5. Clear Lake brings the ball across the timeline, getting set up on their offense. Theobald works it over to the left-hand side, passes it back to McIntyre. Three-pointer on the way. Oh, rebounded by Horn, who gets knocked to the ground, but he got the ball to Gallus. McIntyre went down on the shot. They should have given him a flop warning, but they didn't. He thought, oh, Koopman got me on the three-pointer. Three-pointer by Horn on the way. No good. Rebound bounced around. Ends up with Reiser. Reiser gets the ball to McIntyre. He gets it across the court, and they call... I don't even know how he thinks he saw that foul. He was way in the back. He called a foul on McElroy against McIntyre. McIntyre came across. McElroy was just standing there. They didn't even touch. And the ref calls a foul. This is the same ref that called the foul on Eden Horn. Not my favorite ref. I'm going to say that right now. He is not my favorite ref. All right, McIntyre has the ball. Comes down the left-hand side. Puts up about an 8-foot jumper. It's good. It was 12-foot. Spatial recognition is hard. 30 seconds left. 16-7 Gales up by 9. No shot clock. McElroy setting up for last shot. Works the ball. Gets it to Gallus. Left of the key. In the left corner now to Koopman. Koopman looking for someone to break inside. He gets a defender off his feet. He goes in. Gets it to Bargfried. Bargfried spins around. He's in the lane. Ball's on the ground. He lost it. He managed to pick it back up. Get out of the lane. Gets it to Horn. Horn comes down baseline. Jump shot up. No good. Ball goes out of bounds off of Clear Lake. That was an incredibly defensive battle down there as the two were fighting for it. That was Koopman and Ort. We got 1.8 seconds inbounding by the Gales. They're looking for what do they want to do, and this is basically one of those get the ball, put it up. You got a minute or 1.8 seconds. You're up by 9 here in the first quarter. They get the ball to Horn. He's got it, puts up the shot, and it's no good off the back of the rim. Gales go into the end of the first quarter, up 16-7. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
round of the game brought to you by Wheelchair Dynamics. With a full range of medical equipment and supplies, and you'll find affordable quality solutions for all your home health care needs. Wheelchair Dynamics is located at 1406 8th Street West in Fort Dodge, next to Tom Thumb Restaurant. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to start the half, the Gales had the basket, got the ball. They took it down. Koopman drove the lane. He puts it up and in. The next possession, the Clear Lake Lions lost the ball. Gales stole it in the middle of the lane. They came down, missed the layup, rebounded by the Lions. They came down, hit a three. 18-10 is where we are currently. Horn has the ball. Left-hand side, drives into the lane, gives it to Koopman. Three-pointer on the way. Good! Gales up 21-10, 11-point lead. Here come the Lions as Theobald, brings the ball up, works the right-hand side. McIntyre on the left. Gets it further down the left-hand side to Reiser. Inside now to Larson as he pushed off Hunter Horn. No foul called. Hunter went down. He could have got called for a flop warning on that one, too. I would have called the foul, but, that's just me. Guess who didn't call the foul? My favorite ref. We did get a foul on that one, though, as Fried was working to the outside, or McElroy was passing it. They got him on the arm, so we do get a foul. And that foul's going to get against, that's going to be Theobald. So Theobald picks up his second foul. That's the first team foul of the quarter for the Lions. 21-10, 6:23 remaining here in the half. Remember, stick around. Halftime show by Loftusweiler. We're going to talk stats and talk to CJ Tracy, the girls' coach, about their very close match tonight against the Lions. Here comes Gallus, left-hand side. Nice jump shot. Missed it. Rebound to Ort. That was a good move by Gallus, though. I would take that shot 99 out of 100 times. Thurman comes down. He has a long, drives it into the side on everybody. Theobald, he makes it. 21-12. Gales up by 9. McElroy brings the ball up on the left-hand side. Gets it over to Bargfried in the corner. Bargfried driving inside, dribbles back out. Gets it up top to Koopman. Koopman working left to center. He gets it in just outside the paint. Can't get inside. Passes it back out to Bargfried. 14 on the shot clock. McElroy going to set the offense back up. He's coming down the right-hand side. Hands it off to Gallus. Ball is picked on that one. Reached in. That was a nice one by Reiser. I will say that. He got that ball. I don't know how he got in between the two. They get the ball down underneath. It went to Reiser. He missed it. Not Reiser, but Ort. Ort misses the first shot, and they call a foul on the second shot, even though it's clearly just a touched ball. All right, so that's going to be Horn's second foul here in the second quarter. 5:29 remaining. Going to the line is going to be Ort. Ort shooting 44% from the free throw line. Don't have his height on there, but Ort's got to be about 6'6". First shot off the back of the rim, no good. You can hear, folks, in the background, the rowdy, rowdy crowd tonight, as the student body is definitely making sure that they are being heard. 2:29, 21-12, 9-point lead for the Gales. Ort puts up his second shot. It's on the way. It's off the rim, no good, but rebounded by McIntyre. McIntyre baseline tries to get the ball. He does, out top. Reiser, long three on the way, rebounded by... Right now, finally ends up getting in the hands of Plague for the Lions. I don't know if it's Plague or Plaguey. I'm going to call him Plague. They get the ball inside now to Ort. Ort tries to get the ball. He does. Gets it inside there to Reiser. Reiser puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Koopman. Gales finally get the ball. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. 21-12. 9-point lead. Gallus brings it across the timeline. Gets it to Horn. Horn breaks down right side of the lane. Loses the handle. It's loose on the floor. And Plague gets it. Blake passes it off to McIntyre, who comes down the left-hand side, sets up the offense. Dribbles into the lane against Horn. Horn's going to get called. Oh, that is a charge. I'm going to give the Oscar to Horn on that one because he barely got touched. And that was McIntyre, I believe, running into him. So McIntyre gets his first foul. Horn went down. And we're going to have a timeout. Coach K is going to call a timeout. Gales up 21-12. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Welcome back, Gale fans. Here we are, second quarter. Gales have one foul. Lions have two. We've had two charges called that, probably weren't really charges, but very good acting by the defensive player. One was on Horn and one was against Horn. So Gales get the ball. They get it into Horn very quickly. He's going to work the ball up as they're doing full court press. Passes all the way across the timeline now to Bargfried, working down the right-hand side. Spins around out there to McElroy. McElroy's going to set up the offense. 24 on the shot clock, 4:35 in the half. Bargfried gets the ball. Right-hand side, comes down outside the lane. Nothing there for him. Gets it out top to Gallus. Gallus drives left hand. He comes in. Bumped by a player. Loses the ball. Turnover. McIntyre gets the ball to bring it up for the Lions. Quick over in the corner now. It's in the hands of Furman. Furman coming in against Horn. No good. Over to Reiser. Over to McIntyre. Down in the other corner to Plague. Plague picks up his dribble, trying to get the ball. Finally gets it back top of the key to Furman. Furman gets it inside to Ort. Ort took about 27 steps. Didn't get called for the travel. Long rebound. Gets back to Ort as it was bounced around. He puts up another shot. No good. Horn gets the rebound. Here come the Gales. 21-12. Haven't had a score in quite a while by either team. He gets the ball top of the key to Gallus. Over to the left-hand side. Down in the corner, the other side to McElroy. McElroy looking for a cutter. Not there. So he's going to bring it up to the free throw line. Passes it off. Right-hand side to Bargfried. Bargfried gets it to Horn. Horn making a move down into the lane. Couple of steps. Bounce pass to Koopman out to McElroy. McElroy three-pointer on the way. Off the rim. No good. Rebound by McIntyre. So McIntyre. No. Yeah, the Jacks. They got two McIntyres over there. All right. Here we go. Ball's in the hands of Rice. Right-hand side. Long pass. Almost lost by Plague, but he gets it. Back over in the corner now. Back up top to the front to Reiser. Reiser back to Plague. Three-pointer on the way. Long three-pointer. It's good. That was from downtown. So somebody finally broke the silent streak here. 21-15. Gales up by 6. Horn has the ball. Over to Koopman. Left-hand corner. Doesn't take the shot. Back up to Gallus. Gallus high left-hand side. To Horn in the corner. Oh, hook, reverse turn, spin around hook shot by Bargfried, misses. Rebounded by Furman. He comes across the timeline, tries to get the ball to McIntyre. Oh, almost went out of bounds. McIntyre managed to get it. Good basketball skills by McIntyre. He drives in the lane against Koopman and Horn. Ball is loose, bouncing around. It's going to go off of Horn probably and is going to stay clear leg ball. Horn is asking for something. I don't know what happened, but he has to come out. Something's going on with him. In comes Hansen. Out goes Horn. It looks like he pulled something in his back. Might have just, I don't know what's going on. He's definitely looking like something. He's bent over, not feeling his best. So ball gets inside. Here come the Lions. Theobald has it. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by Miracle. And the Gales are going to bring the ball up. They give it to McElroy coming up the right-hand side. McElroy into the lane. Nice spin move. Floater. Turns around off the backboard. Nice shot. 23-15. Gales back up by 8. They get the ball top of the key now. That's to the younger Larson. Over in the corner now. Furman has the ball. Tries to set up the audience or the offense. Nothing there. Top of the key, Reiser. Left-hand side, Theobald. He's going to drive baseline up against Bargfried. Everyone rejected by Koopman. Out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. I haven't seen anything rejected that much since I asked a girl to prom my junior year. Gales going to take that one. That's going to be out on the Gales. Lions are going to have the ball underneath their own basket. 18 on the shot clock. Inbound pass. Better get it in. They long pass. Oh, nicely interrupted by Bargfried as he takes it all the way down and puts it in. Wanted to go for the dunk, but just laid it in over the front of the rim. Gales up by 10, 25-15, a minute 52 left in the half. Clear Lake gets the ball into the hands of Greg Larson, the younger Larson, as he's going to try and work it out. Out top now. Reiser has the ball over in the corner. They got it to Watkins. They're going to try. I'm not sure what they're going to call on that one. But they're pointing at Bargfried. I think they'll call a push. They're going to call Bargfried on the push there. So a foul away from the ball. Resets the shot clock. Minute 40. Gallus is coming in. Bargfried's going out. Bargfried has 2 fouls. Also going out for the Lions is going to be Reiser. So in for the Lions, we have Watkins, we have Max Larson, we have McIntyre, we have the younger Greg Larson, and we have Theobald. Inbound pass to the younger Larson is up, and he managed to get that one in right over the defense. 8-point lead for the Gales, 25-17. Gallus brings the ball down, takes it back up top now to McElroy. McElroy going to set up the offense. 28 seconds shot clock, minute 27 in the game. Koopman, right-hand side. Thought about taking the 3, doesn't take it. He's going up against Larson. Gets the ball to McElroy. McElroy puts up a shot. He gets knocked down. No foul called. Rebound goes to the Lions. Theobald brings the ball up real quick, and they call a travel on that one. They got the ball over to Brad Watkins. He thought he was going to make a move, took a couple of steps. No good. Minute 9 left. Gales up by 8. Not able to see Horn right now as he is in the trainer's room. I'm not sure what happened, but pulled something in his back that looked like. McElroy comes across the timeline with the ball, gets it to Gallus, left-hand side. Nice leading pass as Gallus has it. Gets it to Miracle, top of the key. McElroy, right-hand side. Nice bounce pass into Hansen. Hansen works the lane. Outside to Miracle. Three-pointer from the left-hand key. Gone. No good. Koopman gets the rebound. Gales keep it alive. 46 seconds remaining here in the first half. Gales lead by 8, 25-17. McElroy definitely going to hold it for a while. There's about a 15-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. So if they take the last shot they possibly can, that'll give 15 seconds to Clear Lake to get the ball down and in. McElroy working it at the top here. He comes down inside the lane. Bounce pass underneath the Hansen is intercepted. They get it out to the younger Larson. He takes it down, loses the handle. Koopman, misses the shot. It's loose. McIntyre gets it. How he didn't get called. They call it. They call a huge charge. McIntyre totally pushed Miracle out of the way. Everybody saw it except McIntyre. He didn't think. He thought he was fouled all over the place. I haven't seen a push that bad. Oh, my goodness. That was McIntyre push. Miracle just went sit. How he didn't get called. They call it. They call a huge charge. McIntyre totally pushed Miracle out of the way. Everybody saw it except McIntyre. The Koopman cross the court. They get it over to Miracle. Miracle down the right-hand side. Top of the key now. McElroy. McElroy works it down right side corner to Gallus. Gallus, Barg freed up top. He comes inside. Shot on the way. No good. Off the rim. Second left. That's going to be halftime. Gales are going to go into half. Up 25-17. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors. Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
We had our opportunity there at the end. I think we had a couple opportunities, but we'll live and learn from this and use it for Tuesday and starting postseason on Thursday.
Yeah, I told the audience, that was probably the best game of the year. I mean, just in terms of play by both teams, it was exciting and they played well.
Yeah, it was. I thought, and I might even say in the pregame, I know I thought it, but. I felt like these two teams were mirror images of each other.
You did say that, yep.
Clear Lake may play a little dirtier than we do, but, you got two of the best point guards in the conference. You got two big girls that battled it out tonight. Point wise, rebounding wise, it was, both teams play hard defensively, and it showed up in the second half. I mean, there wasn't a lot of points put on the board in the second half. It was a defensive battle and a struggle to score for both groups.
Yeah. And I do not believe in any. I thought the fouls were called pretty well tonight. And there was just the one call with Eden in the block, and he called her for a foul. That was just bunk. That was all I could say about that one. And that got her into foul trouble. It was one of those fouls that I think might have possibly made a difference down along the way. But I don't know. Nothing to be ashamed of. Girls should be exceptionally proud of that game.
Yeah, and it's like when we talk it constantly throughout the year, you can't change what's called, you can't change what's not called. You just got to keep playing. And
exactly.
I felt like no matter who went on the floor tonight, I thought everybody did a great job. They were playing for each other, they were playing hard. The goal was to win tonight. We didn't get it, but you know what? We're gonna have some disappointed. We had some disappointed girls in the locker room, but when it comes down to it, we're gonna be better because of this.
Yeah, and it was a completely different game than the first time you met. I mean, you played with them for 3 quarters last time. You played with them 4 quarters this time, and I think that shows the growth of this team.
It certainly does. These girls love them to death. I tell them all the time I wouldn't trade them for any team in the world, just because of the heart and desire and work ethic that they do have. It's a group that I can't say enough good things about them, and I'm just kind of stumbling right now because I love them all, and they fight, they want to win, and you can't ask for anything more out of them.
No, that's exactly what you want out of a team. I mean, they are going to play, I believe, honestly, to or above their ability every time they're on the floor.
And I just, tonight we had a decent crowd. Tuesday night, senior night, we'll honor our 4 seniors. Love to pack this gym again. Fans, student section, get everybody here and see what this group is all about, because it's something special. We beat Pocahontas last night for the first time since 2013. We've done a lot of things like that this year so far. So, somebody just needs to come out. Everybody needs to come out and just watch this group. It's a fun, exciting thing.
Yeah, they really are, and they regardless. I was even like last year. We talked about that during the season. That win or lose, they're fun to watch because they play with heart, and it's the same thing. It's more fun this year because they're winning.
Winning certainly helps, yes, but it is a lot of fun, and I'm sweating like I'm sitting on a beach somewhere because it was so intense. My blood pressure rose, but to me, it's worth it. It's worth it. These girls make it enjoyable.
Yeah, I told the studio audience or the audience back out there that if they couldn't see me, but my face was probably beet red, my heart was racing, and I'm like, yeah, that was exciting. So,
and there was a few moments after the game I was talking to people in the hallway, and I couldn't even get the words out because I had no voice at that point. So lucky for you, I got it back.
Yes, it is lucky for us. So, well, Coach, we got one more home game to end the regular season, then a home game on Thursday to begin postseason. Luxuries beyond luxury to have this nice 5-6 game home streak here, and I just great for the girls.
It is, and it's great to play here. We just, we got to get healthy. We've been dealing with some sickness. Got a few bumps and bruises from the last couple of nights. So, we'll use this weekend and to get healthy. Monday, just get ourselves ready so that we can come out with a win for our seniors on Tuesday.
Sounds like a plan. Well, thank you very much for taking time to join us.
Yes, thank you once again. Appreciate you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you. Have a great night. And that, again, is CJ Tracy, coach of the girls team here, coming off a very disappointing loss, but an incredible effort by the girls, 42-43. And we're going to go back to studio here for to come back after a short commercial break. We'll have stats for the beginning for the first half, and then we'll get right to third quarter play. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Welcome back, Gales fans. Final half of our double header as the Gales lead 25-17, 8-point lead in the first half as they are playing the Lions just like we hoped they would. Tight, hard, and enthusiastic. Let's talk about stats for the first half. Lions have 17 points. Right now, they are spreading that really well amongst all their players. McIntyre has 4. Theobald has 2. Reiser 3. Larson 3. The other Larson 2. And then Pelleggi has 3. They have 3 3-pointers. 18 rebounds on there, but they're 0 for 2 on their free throws. For the Gales, we have Koopman with 7, McElroy with 4, and that's off of a field goal and 2 free throws. Horn has 4. Bargfried has 10. Horn has 5 rebounds, and the Gales are shooting 100% from the free throw line, 2 for 2, thanks to McElroy's 2. So that's going to do it stat times here at Stats. This is just the game you were hoping it would be. It's exciting. The Gales have the lead. They are kept it, I think just at that 8-6, 8-10-point lead, and hopefully maintain that or spread it out a little bit. They've got Clear Lake on their heels. Horn went out with the back injury. Something was going on with that, but he is on the floor right now. He is not shooting during warm-ups, but he was running up and down the sideline, so we'll be seeing if he gets into play or if they're going to hold off and see if they don't need him. He's still stretching that back a little bit, so we'll have to see what's going on. I don't know if he just tweaked it or what, because, I'm not a surgeon, I'm not a doctor, but I did play one on TV. No, wait, I didn't. Okay, I can play one on the radio. All right, so we got a minute left here before the game starts back up, second half. I cannot see the possession arrow, so I'm trying to remember who gets the ball. I really do believe it is Clear Lake, but I could be wrong because, ask my wife, I'm wrong a lot. Let's say thank you to some more of our sponsors. Again, this broadcast being brought to you by these sponsors as they help keep this broadcast coming to you. That's Community Tap and Pizza, a great place to take the family or just hang out with friends. You have great meal with no work needed. They got it covered for you. Community Tap and Pizza, located on 5th Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Trailhead CPA PC. Trailhead CPA is your trusted advisor, formerly Fort and Schlegel CPA PC. Your focus is you and your business with 100 years of experience in agricultural accounting and taxation. You can trust Trailhead CPA PC will be here to consistently advise you on all your financial needs. Check them out. It's Trailhead CPA PC on Facebook. Horn does come in. The ball does go to the Lions. They get it underneath. Hand the ball to Max Larson. He beat underneath and got the ball. But the pass outbound now just got intercepted again. So Bargfried gets the ball. Gales have it down, offensively setting up. They get it to the McElroy, top of the key. McElroy goes back out. He gets it to Horn. Horn comes baseline, puts up the shot, missed it. Second shot, no good. Bounced around. Max Larson gets the rebound. Here come the Lions. Coming up on the right-hand side, that's Theobald. He gets it all the way over to the left. Now it's to McIntyre coming down along the lane. Shot is up, and he gets that to fall. 4-point lead for the Gales, 25-21. Full court press. They got it to Bargfried to Horn. Horn over to Gallus. Gallus steps back. 2-pointer, foot on the line. Misses it. Rebound goes to Koopman. He puts it up off the rim. No good. It's going to go out of bounds off of. Yep, going to go off Koopman. I agree with that call. The audience doesn't, but I did see it go off his leg. So good job for the refs checking and talking to each other. They made the right call. Not that I'm happy with the way it was, but that is the correct call. Up across the timeline comes Theobald, slowly getting there. Gets the ball to McIntyre. McIntyre, top of the key. He drives lane. Nothing there for him. Shoe is lost. Why wasn't that a travel? He lost his shoe. His foot slipped. They should have called travel. They didn't. They should call timeout now. We've got an equipment thing. Do they not know? Oh. Gales turned the ball over. They should totally have called an equipment timeout. I think the Gales thought they would. Bargfried was passing it to Horn, who had turned around to look at the shoe. They don't call the equipment timeout. There's no harm, no foul here. Let him get his shoe back on, but he should have traveled underneath. He did slip. They didn't call it. All right. Lions have the ball, 25-21, 6:30 remaining. They come across the timeline. Ball now goes to Furman. Top of the key to Larson, to Theobald. Inside pass. They get to Furman. He's not got a shot, so he goes back out front. Theobald working right-hand side against McElroy. Pick set by Larson. Transfer there as they then tried to switch. Outside right-hand side to Furman. Furman works at the top of the key against Koopman. Picks up the dribble. Gives the ball to Reiser. 9 on the shot clock. Into Furman. They get it to the older Larson. Larson working baseline against Horn. Couple of spin moves. He goes to put it up. Gets it off the board and good. McElroy's going to bring the ball up. Gets it to Kuhlman there. Got full court press going. Over to Gallus, right-hand side. Gallus gets it out front to Bargfried. Bargfried comes down outside to Gallus, bottom right-hand side. He's working the ball up top. Gets the ball back to Bargfree. Bargfree working the left-hand side now. Top of the key to Horn. Horn going against McIntyre. Back to McElroy. McElroy has the ball. Bargfree, left-hand side. He gets it in lane, loses the handle. McIntyre gets it. Outlet pass. Here comes Reiser coming down. Layup. It's good. This, folks, is a tie game now. Gales do a quick break. Hunter has the ball. He comes down the lane, puts up the shot. He's going to get a foul, and they're going to call that on Max Larson. So Horn going to go to the line shooting 2. Gales have yet to score here coming into the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. So 3 minutes have almost gone by, and the Gales haven't scored. Horn's at the line, 5-16. He's going to be shooting 2. They called that foul not on Max, but rather on Furman. So Furman picks up his second foul. Shot by Horn is up and no good off the back of the rim. Substitution. Bargfried is out. Miracle is in. Horn gets the ball, sets up for his second shot. We have one team foul for Clear Lake. No team fouls yet for the Gales. Shot is up and good. Gales are up by 1, 26-25. Inbound pass gets to Theobald. Koopman backs off the pressure, and here come the Lions. Theobald works it across the top of the key. Give it to McIntyre, right-hand side. He puts up a 12-foot jumper, in and out. No good. Ball's on the ground. Loose, bouncing around. Koopman gets it. Long pass. He tries to get to Horn. He does. Horn's got it. He drives down, stripped away from him by Theobald. Nice bounce pass. They call a kick. So Gales get a kick on that one. It goes out of bounds. He's asking why there wasn't a foul down there. Those two guys ran right into me. Just want to make sure, and that's going to be a timeout called. We're going to go back to studio. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
And we're back, Gale fans here. 4:52 remaining in the third quarter. Lions have the ball, down 1, 26-25 to the Gales. Theobald works it down against Hunter, right-hand side. He gets up and over. It's good. Lions up by 1. The first lead of the game for the Lions. Pass gets to Horn. Horn going to go ahead and bring the ball across half court. Gets it down in the corner to Miracle. Pass. He threw it to Gallus, who just made a cut the other way. They get it to Reiser. Reiser goes all the way coast to coast, puts it up. 3-point lead now for the Lions. Gallus never even knew he missed that pass as he made the cut into the lane. 3-pointer on the way by Koopman. It's good. Tied back up. 4:19. Lions have Theobald coming up the court. Theobald works it right-hand side against 3-pointer shot on the way. He makes that. Back up to 3 for the Lions. Going back and forth here. Miracle has the ball, gets it back to McElroy. McElroy's going to go ahead, full court press, gets it across the timeline to Koopman. Koopman working the right-hand side, comes into the lane. Little jump shot. It's no good. McIntyre gets the rebound. Here comes Theobald working the left-hand side. Comes down. Right-hand side of the lane. Puts up another layup. Misses it. Rebound, though, goes to the Lions as they end up. Now it's working down the baseline. Up top to Reiser. Reiser on the right-hand side. Up against Gallus. All the way across into the hands of Theobald. The pass tried to go inside to Larson. Picked off by the Gales. It goes down. Koopman gets it after it was tipped. He gets the ball to Gallus. Gallus over to Miracle. Miracle back to McElroy. McElroy says, let's set up the offense and run it the way it's supposed to go. He comes down baseline, passes all the way out to Miracle. 3-pointer on the way, short. Rebound to Gallus as he's in the lane. He goes up, puts it up. No good. No foul called. They're letting him play underneath. Watkins has the ball. Gives it to Theobald. Theobald working the left-hand side. Pick set. And they're going to call a push on that one against McElroy, as they got tied up and he knocked over Gage Larson. So McElroy's going to get an offensive foul on that one. Well, defensive, I guess. They just tie it up. First team foul of the quarter. That's going to be McElroy's second foul. Resets the shot clock. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Lions up by 3, getting the ball right in front of the Gale audience over there. Pass comes in. They get it to Ort. Ort, top of the key. Over the right-hand side. That's going to be Furman. Furman, top of the key now to Plague. Plague, couple of moves back to Furman. Gives the ball over to Watkins. Watkins working left, back to center. All the way on the left-hand side now. Furman has the ball again. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Watkins. Down in the corner now to Plague. Back to Watkins. Back to Plague. Plague, right-hand side. Back to Watkins. They're playing catch. Coming down inside. They try and get that one. Not there. Watkins drives into the lane against Koopman. He makes the pass. It's a shot. It's good. They are now up by 5. Gales, long pass. They get it down. It ends up to Koopman. Bounced around a couple of players, and they get the ball. That was luck on that. 3-point shot on the way by Horn. No good. Rebound, Furman. Furman quickly brings the ball down for the Lions. Comes down right-hand side. They get the ball top of the key now. Going to work it is going to be Watkins. Watkins tries to get inside. Back to Furman. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Ort got the rebound underneath. Puts it up and good. 7-point lead now for the Lions. Quick pass to Gallus. He's all the way over on the right-hand side. Sitting on the Gale little script logo over there. Works it all the way back to the other side of the court. Bounces inside to Horn, and they're going to get a move on Plague on that one. Plague's going to get called for the reach as the bounce pass into Horn. Plague tried to get a hold of it. That's going to be the second team foul. It's going to go underneath the basket for the Gales. Resets the shot clock. Minute 47 remaining here in the third quarter. Gales down by 7. Went into half with an 8-point lead and now down by 7. That's a 15-point transition here. Gales need to get something going. They've only got 4 points this entire half. 3-pointer. Koopman nails it. 4-point game. 36-32 Lions lead. They get the ball. Ort has it, top of the key. Back over to the left-hand side to Theobald. Pardon me, that's Furman. Furman working against McElroy. McElroy strips him. He's going to come down. Works into the lane. No foul call, but it was picked up. Oh, nice move as Bargfried was right behind McElroy. Puts it in. It's a 2-point game. 36-34. Lions. Ort has the ball, left-hand side. Gives the ball to Watkins. Watkins working. Top of the key. Minute 13 remaining in the corner. Double team. He picks up the dribble. Nothing there. Long pass. Gets it all the way across the court to Furman. Furman back over to the other side to Watkins. Watkins comes into center to Furman. Right-hand side to Watkins. Watkins' move comes into the lane. Gets it to Ort underneath. Ort makes the move underneath. Gets the shot. Inbound pass. Here come the Gales. Horn brings the ball cross center court. 49 seconds. Down by 4. 38-34. They get the ball to Gallus. Gallus works the left-hand side. Pass. Deflected back to Gallus as he comes into the lane, moves it out, outside shot. Nope, probably thought McElroy was going to shoot it. He gets it to Horn. Horn in the lane, couple of moves. He puts it up and good. They're going to say no fouls on the floor before the shot. So no basket for Horn. It's going to come out of bounds. 33 seconds on the game clock, so no shot clock. And that foul is going to be the second foul against Max Larson. Gallus is going to go out. Miracle is going to come in. Out goes Plague, and in comes Isaac Brownlee. Isaac seeing some first time from the court. Out goes Koopman. In comes Hansen. So we've got Bargfried, Horn, Hansen, McElroy. McElroy gets the ball on the inbound pass. He's down in the right-hand corner. Nice move as he comes back inside. They're going to call a foul on that one. Going to call a block. That's going to be on Watkins. So Watkins called with the push. That's the fourth team foul. One more, and we go to the line. Go ahead and take it to him at this point. Out goes Max Larson. In comes Gage Larson. So Larson for Larson. They made a switch on that one. Bargfried has the ball in the inbound. Horn, top of the key. Get the pass to a breaking. Oh, nice move. McElroy got the ball breaking down. He saw Hansen open, gave it to him, puts it up and in. 2 points here, 38-36. Lions lead, 13 seconds till the end of the quarter. At the top now we have Furman working the ball, going for last shot. He comes down the left-hand side. He gets the ball now. That's going to be Brownlee. Brownlee gets it inside to the younger Larson. Up goes a no good. Doesn't count if it goes. That's going to be the quarter. Lions go after the third quarter up 38-36. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
The sound of the game, again, brought to you by Wheelchair Dynamics with a full range of medical equipment and supplies. You'll find affordable, quality solutions for all your home health care needs. You'll find them at 1406 East Street West in Fort Dodge, next to Tom Thumb Restaurant. Thank you, Wheelchair Dynamics. So to begin the quarter, the Gales had the ball. Pass was intercepted and taken down very quickly and scored by, I want to say, McIntyre on that one. So they're 40-36. Gales came back down. Horn got the ball on the inside. He is playing hurt. There's no two ways about this. You can tell his back is hurting him right now. But he got the ball inside, went up for the shot. It is not any good, but he was fouled by Max Larson. Max picking up his third foul, and Horn going to the line shooting 2 here. 7:16 remaining in the game as the Gales trail by 4, 40-36. Talked about Horn before. He's a 74% free throw shooter. First shot is up. No good. You can even tell on the free throws he is not shooting the same. There's just tweak your back, and that ain't no good. Ort comes in. Horn, the older Larson, Max Larson, goes out for the Lions. So in for the Lions right now we have Ort, McIntyre, we have Watkins, Reiser, and one whose number I can't see right now, but I believe is Furman. Second shot, no good. Rebound McIntyre. All right, here come the Lions. McIntyre has the ball top of the key. Gets it over to Theobald. Theobald working the right-hand side, takes it top center. Back to McIntyre, back to Theobald. Theobald working up against Horn. Gives the McIntyre three-pointer on the way. No good, and rebound is off of Bargfried and goes out of bounds. Took a weird bounce. He was going in position to get the rebound, and it just bounced right into his hand and out of bounds. So Lions get the ball back, 6:57. Underneath their own basket, leading 40-30. We have timeout called. We'll go back to studio on this timeout. This is Gale basketball coming to you live here in Gale Gymnasium on Sunday 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Welcome back, Gales, to the final 7 minutes here as Clear Lake looks to get the ball in. They get it in. That goes to McIntyre, top left, as they look to set up their offense. They go to Theobald, working the left-hand side, passes the ball off, and that's going to be Reiser. Reiser coming down, passes the ball off. He gets it back to Theobald, to Ort underneath. Ort passes it up top. Three-pointer by Reiser. Good. Clear Lake leads 43-36. 7-point lead. Bargfried gets the ball quickly. He comes down into the lane. Floater goes up. No good as he's going to draw the foul. Slides across the floor, and that's going to be called on Ort. Not sure what number foul that's going to be for him. That's going to be his... No, they call that on Watkins. I don't know what game these guys are watching, but I call them different people. So, first shot by Bargfried is up and no good. 6:30 remaining here in the game. Remember, folks, stick around at the end of the game for the Dana Tire post-game show. We'll have stats and an interview with Adolf Kokendorfer. Shot is up and good. That one by Bargfried. 6:30. So now, 6-point lead for the Lions. They get the ball into the hands of Theobald. Theobald's going to come up right-hand side. Going to work it down the right-hand side. Couple of cutters up to the top of the key to Reiser. Reiser against Gallus comes down the right-hand side. They give it top of the key now back to McIntyre. Back over to Theobald. Theobald works it into the lane. Comes up again. Nice bounce pass off to Ort. Rejected on that one by Horn. Oh, my goodness. He just smacked that one down. They get the ball back, so here come the Gales. Koopman has it right-hand side. He's working up against Ort. They hand it off to McElroy. McElroy sitting at the top of the key, sets the offense up, looks for a cutter. Keeps the ball, comes down the right-hand side. Jump shot on the way, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Ort. 5:41 remaining here in the game. Theobald gets across the timeline. He's picked up by McElroy. Koopman. They get a McIntyre. McIntyre now comes into the lane, and they're going to call a charge as he ran into McElroy. I think McElroy's happy with that. And a big smile on his head as he thought it would have been the block. But that's going to be McIntyre's third foul. Player control. He's going to stay in. Gales get the ball. Down by 6. 5:29 remaining in the game. All the starters in for the Gales right now. They get the ball to McElroy. He sets up the offense. Slowly comes across the court. Gets right across the logo. Standing in the Shamrock. Works it to the right-hand side to Bargfried. Gets it to Koopman. Koopman, three-pointer on the way. Good! Nothing but net. He's a threat out there, and they got to honor that. 40-43. The Lions lead right now by 3. Get the ball to Theobald. He comes to center. Sets up the offense for the Lions. Over to the right-hand side. Probably left-hand side to Furman. Furman looking to get the ball inside. Not there. Larson trying to make a move. Back. Theobald. Theobald. Couple of spin moves against McElroy. McIntyre, Plague, down in the right-hand corner now into the hands of Furman. Back up top to McElroy, to Plague. Theobald, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound to Bargfried. Here come the Gales, 40-41. Remaining in the game. 43-40. Koopman drives it inside, goes for the shot. No good as he's pushed to the ground by Furman. No foul called. Here come the Lions. Theobald has the ball, and he tries to drive into the lane. They're going to call on the ground against McElroy. I think they're going to get him on the arm. So that's going to be the second team foul for the Gales. That's going to be McElroy's third foul. That's going to give us a timeout. We've got a 30-second timeout, so we're going to go ahead and stay here. Right now in the game, Horn has 5 points, and every time he comes to the bench, he's grabbing his lower back, and you just know something's off there, and you don't want to see that. But that's kind of what's happening. Right now, Koopman definitely stepping up, though. He's got 16 points, 0 fouls, and I do not know how many rebounds. But he's definitely having the game and playing, hey, someone's got to cover some of the slack. It's going to be me tonight. And I don't mean to say slack, but it's just everybody has a night, and tonight seems to be his. We want to say thank you to ServPro of Fort Dodge. They provide 24-hour emergency service and the area's #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. They handle the cleanup jobs that you wouldn't want anything to do with, serving Webster County, Calhoun County, Hamilton County, Pocahontas, and Wright counties. Call them at 515-955-4009, like it never even happened. So Declan will be staying the night at our house tonight. That means Grandma and Grandpa are going to get the nighttime feedings. And I kind of actually look forward to that. Real quick inbound pass to Larson. He misses it. Goes out of bounds on him. That's going to be a turnover. Gales still trail by 3, 43-40, 4:22 remaining in the game. And they get to bring the ball in. Get the ball to McElroy, who's going to bring the ball across the logo. Picks up the dribble and gets it to Horn, right-hand side. Horn standing right on the Gale script over there. He gets it to the free throw line, puts up a shot. No good. Ball is bounced around. McIntyre gets the rebound, and they're going to call a foul. Koopman gets his first foul tonight. That's going to be the second team foul. He got McIntyre on the arm. They're going to take the ball out underneath. Gallus is going to step out. Miracle's going to come in. 4:03 here left in the game. Theobald has the ball, set up the offense, comes across half court, goes over to the left-hand side. Switch on that one from over to Horn. Picked off. Oh, that pass brought in, picked off by Bargfried. Here come the Gales. Bargfried has a left-hand side bounce pass to Horn. Horn working the left-hand side on the perimeter to Koopman. Gets into the lane, comes in, doesn't get no foul called as Koopman literally just got pushed to the ground. Incredible no call. He missed the shot. Lions get the rebound. Three-pointer on the way. Koopman gets the rebound on that one. Gales get another opportunity after that little breakaway. Unbelievable. They get the ball to Horn. Horn comes into the lane, goes to put up the shot. Nothing there, but they're going to get a foul that time. About 20 times less the contact than Koopman had, and they're going to call McIntyre for the foul. That's going to be his fourth foul. One more, and you get him out of the game. I would be taking it to him like I take my garbage to the dump. 3:15 here left in the game. 43-40 still. Been stuck at this score for quite a while. First shot by Horn is good. 41-43, two-point game. In comes Gallus. Out goes McIntyre. In comes Gage Larson. So we got both the Larson brothers in there, and we got a timeout. Coach Kokendorfer called a timeout. He's going to ice Horn. All righty, it's a full timeout. We're going to go ahead and go to studio. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Welcome back, welcome back, fans, to Gale Basketball. 3:16 remaining in the game. Hunter Horn alone at the line. The Gales have pulled back completely, 41-43. Second shot on the way. It's up and good. 1 point game, 42-43. I should probably say 43-42. 3:13 remaining in the game. Theobald brings the ball up to the half-court mark. Gets the ball over to Furman. Furman to McIntyre, top of the key. Remember McIntyre playing with four penalties right now. They get the ball back. Now Theobald has a long pass all the way across the court to Furman. Furman gets the ball to Larson. Larson back to Furman at the free throw line. McIntyre at the three-point line. Comes into the lane. Furman, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound goes to Gallus. Gales have the ball and a chance to take the lead. Here comes Horn. Brings the ball up across the timeline. Gets it over to the right-hand side to Bargfried. Bargfried works it close to the baseline, pulls it back up, comes center to Koopman. Koopman hands it off to Horn, left-hand side. Looking for a cutter. He's going to come into the lane, comes in, up, puts the ball up and in. He's going to get the foul. This is the and one. That foul's going to be called on Gage Larson. Not happy with it. As a matter of fact, I think I read his mind. He said baloney. Maybe it wasn't baloney, but you can guess what he might have said on that one. He looks very disappointed in himself. Well, buddy, stand there and feel shame. That's what happens. All right, 2:25. Gales up by one, 44-43. Larson goes out. Larson comes in. So Max Larson back in, Gage Larson out, and Hunter Horn at the line shooting 1, 2:25. Gales up by 1. Horn now has 9 points on the game. Shot is on its way, and no good. Rebounded by Max Larson. Gives the ball over to Theobald. Theobald's going to work the ball up the left-hand side. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Furman. Furman working down right-hand side. Bounce pass inside to Larson. Larson going up against Horn. Reverse layup, no good. Rebounded by Horn. Horn's going to go ahead and bring the ball up court. He's taking the tempo. Takes it in. Takes the shot. Gets the foul called. Got a push against Max Larson. Max gets it on that one. So that's going to be, I'm not sure which foul on Larson. His 4th foul. So Horn's going to the line again. 44-43, 2:01 remaining in the game. Horn going to the line, shooting another 2. Horn with 9 points, currently 2 fouls. Larson, he's got 7 points, 4 fouls for the Lions. First shot is up and good. 2-point lead for the Gales. 45-43, 2:01 remain in the game. These are the kind of games that people my age with my kind of heart condition, I don't have a heart condition, but if I did, I would not like this. Second shot is up and no good. McIntyre gets the rebound. Of course, there were no Gales on the line. They're fully pulled back, just ready to play defense. Theobald takes the ball, in control, left-hand side, comes back to center. He goes around Kubik, tries to bring it inside, up against Horn. Shot's not there. Larson got the rebound. He puts it back up. They're going to call a foul on Horn. Shot's no good. Larson's going to go to the line shooting 2 here. Larson, that's going to be Max Larson. He's a 54% free throw shooter. Gales up by 2. Crowd definitely getting wild on this one. First shot is up and no good. They're in his head, you can tell. If he's like me, he's going to have tinnitus tonight. His ears are going to be ringing. I'll try to go to bed tonight, and I'll just have that buzz in my ear. Probably because of blood pressure and because of the game. Second shot is up and good. So Gales lead by 1. Minute 43. Substitution coming in. Gales are going to inbound. Full court press being set up here by the Lions. McElroy's going to inbound the ball. Pass gets into Bargfried. Bargfried gets it to Horn. Horn, quick pass across the timeline to Koopman. Koopman dribbles to center, gets the ball to McElroy. McElroy setting up the offense. Over to the right-hand side to Bargfried. Bargfried brings it up to center. To the left-hand side, tipped out of bounds. Off of Theobald. They're going to call it Gale basketball. Theobald's very upset. It went flying out of bounds off of Theobald. It's Gale basketball. I don't know why he thought McElroy touched it. I honestly didn't see that happening, so he deflected it, and it just went way out of bounds. Gallus gets the inbound pass. Bounce pass into Horn. Horn comes baseline. Bounces it over to Koopman, and they call Horn on the line. He felt like he was pushed, but that's a turnover. Gales lead by 1. Minute 21 remaining. Got a timeout here. With the timeout, let's go back to studio. This is Gale basketball here on Sunday 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Welcome back, Gale fans, to the final minute and a half of this game. 1:21 left. Gales are up by 1, 45-44. The ball is in the hands of the Lions here as they get possession. Right now, we had a out of bounds on Horn as he stepped on the baseline. Stepped on the baseline as he was going baseline. So across the line comes Theobald. Works at left-hand side again. Gives the ball to Furman. Furman works it, hands it to McIntyre. McIntyre coming up against Horn, takes it inside baseline. Horn blocks him, gets the rebound, and here comes McElroy. We got a minute left in the game, and Horn's going to bring the ball across the timeline. Boy, these are those games. Like last game was really close. This game is really close. Hey, these are the games you're going to remember. Like I said, great game tonight. Gales looking to get at least a share of the conference championship because if they win this game, they are tied for the conference lead with Clear Lake. Clear Lake wins. They are the clear champions or conference champions. They get the ball up top now to McElroy. McElroy gets it back to Horn. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3-pointer on the way. Off the rim. No good. Rebound to Koopman. Koopman got the ball on the baseline, and they're going to call a foul. That's going to be on Larson. That's his 5th foul. He's out of the game now. They could have thought a jump ball, but he was over the back. Bye-bye-bye. Have a good time. Go sit on the bench. Feel your shame. You're out. 27 seconds left. Gales up by 1. Koopman's going to go to the line, shooting 2 with 20 seconds remaining. In comes Ort. Out goes Larson. Again, nobody on the line for the Gales as Koopman's going to shoot free throws. Koopman shooting 67% from the free throw line. I don't even want to look. I don't even want to talk. First shot is up. Good. Oh, boy, 46-44, 27 seconds left. Timeout called. We're going to keep it here because this has got to be a third. I can't imagine they have a full timeout left. It's got to be a short one. Nope, that's a full timeout. All right, we'll go back to studio. This is Gale Basketball here at Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. We have got 27 seconds left. Gales, one more shot for Koopman. Gales up by 2. I want to say thank you to Dan Flattery, State Farm Insurance in Fort Dodge. Contact Dan at 515-955-7187 today for the best home, auto, and life insurance rates. Get a free quote. Check them out at danflattery.com. Dan, thank you very much for helping to sponsor tonight's broadcast. We are getting close here, folks. Close. It's hot. It's sweaty. It's loud. It's exciting. There's 27 seconds. The Gales are up by 2, and Koopman shooting his second free throw off the front of the rim. No good. Here come the Lions looking to tie it up or take the lead. They get it across the timeline. Theobald comes over on the right-hand side, guarded by McElroy. They give it to Ort. Ort gives it over the other side to Furman. Furman brings it up top. No shot clock now. Lions looking for last shot. 13 seconds left. Theobald has it. 3-pointer on the way. It is off. No good. Rebound is going to go to Ball. Got the rebound. He's across the timeline. He gets fouled. He's going to go to the line. 5 seconds remaining. Looks like the Gales are going to take this one. That's it, folks. The Gales get the share of the conference title. What a way to come to this season. And, of course, it's Hunter who does it. Gets the rebound, takes it across half court. 5.5 seconds. It's not completely over, but it's as close as you're going to get without going over. Oh, my goodness. First shot by Horn. Up and good. 3-point lead. He sinks this next one. That's all she wrote. There they go. Another timeout called. And we're going to stay here because I think we've had every commercial and maybe every commercial twice. It is a full timeout. That means you get to listen to me for a full minute. Just sit here and talk about how exciting this game has been. The student body over there, the fish tank, they are incredibly. Nobody on the other side, well, not nobody. There's a couple of the octogenarians on the other side that are sitting, and I don't blame them, but everybody else is on their feet. Nobody. I'm wondering the student body is going to rush the floor after this one because this is what they looked for in December. This is what they've wanted since that last meeting. But I want to say thank you to Micah's and Matt Furniture. Custom service and quality furniture have been the focus of Micah's and Matt since 1953. They offer a wide selection of furniture and decor in their 18,000 square foot showroom at 3336 Fifth Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Check them out, folks, for all your furniture needs. Remember, again, folks, stick around for the post-game show to Daniel Tire. For 100 years, Daniel Tire has been the place to go for tires and automotive service in Fort Dodge. If you need your tires replaced, Daniel Tire has the replacement tire to fit your needs from the brands you trust. Stop by and see them at 520 First Avenue South in Fort Dodge. All righty, folks. You see nothing but smiles on those Gales faces right now as they are sitting there, Hunters at the line. Gales are up by 3, 5.5 seconds. He's got one more shot here. He sinks this one, and it's all over but the crying. And we call that C for the K, or curtains for the kids. He's taking his time. Shot is up. It's good. Ladies and gentlemen, Gales are going to win. Shot is up. Doesn't matter if it goes. Out of bounds. 1.7 seconds. The Bales have the ball. They're going to come out with the victory tonight. 48-44. What a game. This will go down as one of those. Listen. If you are a high school player, this is what you think about. This is what you remember. This is what every one of Coach K's team kids that were out there, all those kids that played for Coach K that were on the court, this is what they remember. They are all waxing nostalgic right now. They are all just sitting there thinking, this is amazing. Here comes the student body. The Gales get a share of the conference championship, beating a 3A team, and not just a 3A team. This is a 15-1 3A team that came down here, played so deep on the bench. Give it to the Gales. What a victory here tonight. They win by 3. The girls lose by 1. I think if you average the two together, the Gales won both games by 1.5 points. I'll take that all day and twice on Sundays. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go back to studio. When we come back, we will have the post-game show. Hopefully get a chance to talk to Coach Kokendorfer. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of quick questions for you. Do you remember where you were when the United States won gold in the U.S. Olympic hockey? Do you remember where you were when Michael Jordan made the slam dunk from the free throw line? This is one of those iconic moments, maybe not as big as those, but to everybody here, because they were here personally, it's that big. That was an incredible victory, a come-from-behind victory for the Gales tonight. The girls had an excellent game, nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to hang their heads about. What a great season for both of them. Boys now go to 18-2. Clear Lake Lions fall to 15-2. Gales win at least a share of the conference championship. They do have one more game against Webster City Tuesday night of next week. And I think that Clear Lake has one more game also. They will, on Monday, they will start having selection for the post-game placement for basketball. And we'll find out where the Gales are at with that. Folks, this has been one of those seasons where I am incredibly lucky to have been the announcer for. I know it's not over. I know that we've got postseason play. But I have had so much fun doing this, and I have been so fortunate to get the opportunity. I've got a wife back home who lets me do this, and I do say lets me do this because it takes time away from us being together. I got a boss right to my left here who lets me do this, and I do say lets me do this because he indulges me in some of my silly little comments. I've got a sports director in Joe Jaden who lets me do this. I've got a producer back in the studio in Brock who's doing a great job, and because if I sound good, that's all because of him. And I've got Robbie keeping stats for me, so I don't have to worry about that stuff, and I can just get as excited as I want during the game. So I am happier than a pig in slop right now, as the game was just wonderful. We're waiting for Coach to come up. He's down. I can't blame him. He's got so many students down there with him. I do not think he should. If he doesn't make it up, I'm going to be okay with that. I know he's going to try, but I don't know if he's going to make it or not. And I'm not going to worry about it. But I do want to say to you, with broadcast is not possible if it weren't for, our sponsors and all those people that help make these possible, be it the video or the audio, the streaming stuff. So if you would like your business to be a part of our local sports broadcast, if you would like me to read your liners on the radio, or if you don't want me to read your liners, you could still support it and just not have me read it. Please call Connoisseur Media Studios at 515-955-5656. Be a part of Dodger and Gale Sports all year long. We really do appreciate it. We have a lot of fun up here. Still waiting to go. I'm not kidding. When I say he had a lot of players down there on behind him, he probably had 35, 40 of his previous players. And from his first team in 95 to his last team here in 2026, they were a lot of them there. So a lot of them I knew. It's kind of fun to see him. Coach is making his way out. I can see him leaving the gym floor right now. He'll probably get caught by a couple more people, but we're going to go ahead. We'll go to studio. When we come back, let's go through his stats. We'll do stats as we're waiting for him. We got nothing but time here. All right. So, and we'll do player of the game. So player of the game is going to be brought to you by Sports Page Bar and Grill. Bring out the entire family to enjoy your favorite teams. They have 44 flat screen TVs. You can enjoy your favorite meal and drink while you enjoy the games at Sports Page here in Fort Dodge. We can talk about the Clear Lake Lions. They had a nice game there also. How many points and who had what? And really, they spread them out really well. McIntyre had 8 points. He was the high scorer for the Lions tonight. Everybody else, they really kind of spread them across all the rest of the players. For the Gales tonight, 2 players in double digits, nobody in double digits for rebounds. We had Carson Bargfried with 13 points, Horn with 12. Horn playing, of course, with a hurt back, managed to still get 12 points. And Isett with the final 2 free throws there. He had 6 rebounds. Logan Hansen had 2 points. McElroy had 4. Gallus didn't score tonight, but he had 4 rebounds. He had 2 assists. He had 2 steals. So really doing what he does. But I'm going to go our player of the game here in the probably that game that they're all going to remember as time goes on. That's going to be Jacob Koopman. Jacob tonight hit 4 3-pointers, had 17 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. He stepped up. We knew that with Horn feeling the way he was, that there had to be someone else coming in and producing. And man, did Koopman do that for the Gales. And joining us right now, we have Coach Kokendorfer. Welcome, Coach. Congratulations, both on the award, both on the recognition. Well, that'd be awesome.
Thanks.
Not both, but 3 of them. And the win tonight.
Yeah, it was a good win for our guys, I'll tell you. You know, like you were talking about Jacob, what a huge offensive rebound, and he seems to be wherever the ball's at, defensively and on the boards, and he hit some big threes. A guy I'm really proud of, I want to mention, is Grant Gallus. He D'd up that Reisner kid. He hurt us in Clear Lake bad. I don't know how many he had. He had maybe a couple threes, but they were off of screens or in transition where he wasn't guarding them.
Yeah, Reiser had 2 threes and 2 field goals, so he had 10 points. But I had mentioned him before you got up here. I said he didn't have any points, but he had rebounds, he had steals, and he played defensively just awesome.
Made that guy work. That was one of our keys. We were going to put him on there, and because he really drilled us up there. He hurt us. We were in the game, and he hit 3 after 3. We'd lose him. Grant did a heck of a job.
Yeah. Oh, just all around great job. Hunter, back issue, came back. He wasn't 100%. You could tell.
Yeah. Yeah, he took a charge there and fell on his back pretty hard. You got to give him credit. I'll tell you that. You know, he's a tougher kid than you might think. Pretty tough.
I think they're all tough. There wasn't anybody who wasn't on the floor at some point tonight.
Yeah. It's a good game, and it's a good officiated game. They did a good job. You know, you can't call it. A lot of that stuff is just part of the game. And they're a big physical team, and that's what helps us when we're going into districts is that we know how to play physical, and we know how to play behind, and we did a great job with their press tonight. That killed us there, too. They came out of that press in the second half up there, and we turned it over 3 straight times.
Yes.
We did a lot better job tonight with it.
Third quarter was a big turnaround. It was a 16-point swing in favor of Clear Lake. But then fourth quarter, you guys came back and really just decided we're going to play Gale basketball and do what we need to do to win. And I'm not trying to overstate it, and I'm not trying to think, but I remember the 2000 championship. And if you remember the final minutes of that game, you were down and your players said they weren't going to lose. And that's what happened here tonight. You guys were down and your players said, we're not going to lose. And they took the ball, they took control. And I said, tonight brought back Mary, the crowd, the noise.
Oh.
These are the moments I said these kids are going to remember.
Yeah, we had a great crowd. All the players coming back.
That was special.
Conley Nash, you know, all those guys. There's a million of them back. So it was pretty neat. It was great atmosphere. Great experience for the kids. Again, you know, we made plays when we had to make plays. We could have shot a little bit better from the free throw line, but we made big free throws when we had to.
Yep, made them when you needed to. Garen, you have a share of the title right now, the conference title right now. And then last game of the season, last conference game is going to be Webster City on Tuesday. So I'm not putting the cart before the horse, but I'm saying you're probably going to end up with a share of the conference title, which is always nice to get.
Yeah. We haven't had one of those in a while. And the biggest thing is that it propels us into districts. So, you know, that's the most important thing. And being the, you know, type of the conference title, that would be pretty cool. It wasn't one of our goals, but we'll take it.
Amen. And then selection is Monday, right?
Yeah, Monday afternoon or early Tuesday morning, they said.
Okay, so the Webster City game will have no effect on your placement there, and that's okay. But this one, I think, is going to be a big one.
Yeah, when you beat number 7 in 3A and they only had 1 loss on the year, that's pretty darn good.
That's very good. Very good team. Special team, special season. I just went out of studio. We're off the air.
Okay. That's all right.
We're on the radio. We're here? Okay, but we're still broadcasting on the video, so we're going to go ahead. I'll let you go, Coach. I know there's a lot of people here that you probably want to talk to and that want to talk to you, but thank you for taking the time to come up. Congratulations. Congratulations on the award. Congratulations on the recognition. Congratulations on the season.
What a cool night, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I'm proud of the kids. I really am. We were making mistakes and stuff, but they never got their head, hung their head at all. They kept playing through them, so... Yeah, I appreciate it, Lance.
Well, my pleasure. It's been a great season. I look forward to postseason. I look forward to Tuesday night.
Okay, thanks.
All righty, have a good one. Congratulations again.
Okay.
Sorry about that, folks. I'm now back live on the radio, but we were off air for a little bit. It might be the commercial right now, but we were still streaming live on video.
Another 20 seconds.
All right. Well, we're still live on video, so I'm going to keep talking until you call me back in here, Brock. Ladies and gentlemen, that probably will do it for tonight for us. So as soon as we get back in, I'm going to close out on the radio.
On in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. Final words from Adolph. He said it was a special night. Really appreciated all the kids that came back to help him for his recognition. Want to thank you all for listening in. This has been Gale Basketball here on Sunday 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. And Declan, it's time for bed. Grandpa's done playing on the radio. Night, everybody.